all right, my ninja warriors. If I'm audible and visible, please do let me know in the chat box. This is the very first thing you're going to do the moment you enter the chat box. And the moment you enter the chat box, one more thing you have to do, like the session right away, okay? So here we are with the session of UGEE. I know some noise is going around. Let me just try shutting the windows down. Okay, so let's start with UGEE REAP questions. But before I start, here is my brief introduction. If you don't know me, my name is Namrata and I have over a decade of teaching experience in both online and offline to JEE aspirants. Here are my credentials. And before I jump into very first question of REAP section, let me just tell you what is exactly REAP section, okay? Let me adjust my camera a bit. Give me a moment. Okay, perfect. Yes. So yes. Now let's talk about the REAP syllabus. Okay, so there are three sections. Section A, you can see case study based question. Mostly case study based question is going to be taken by Diksha ma'am, right? Then we have algebra and geometry. So this is a section wherein mathematics come into the picture. That is somewhat our safe spot or safe zone, because you know what, algebra and geometry is something that we are doing since 2 years. If not, we are doing at least from 1.5 years, right? So in algebra and geometry, we have progression and series, permutations and combinations, probability, tracing curves, and the questions wherein number of solutions are involved. Then we are having section C, reasoning and data interpretation. So this is again basic mathematics. You will say basic aptitude related thing. So coding, decoding, mental ability basically. And then miscellaneous puzzles, analytical reasoning, data sufficiency, linguistics, finding the missing term. So what we are going to address is all three sections, mixed bag questions we will do. Majority in the beginning will be from section C, right? Let's address the reasoning part first. Let's do a couple of questions from section C. Then let's do a couple of questions from mathematics. REAP section is somewhat slightly difficult than SUPR. So make sure that you are addressing like this. If something is difficult, it is difficult for everyone. If SUPR is slightly easy, it is easier for everyone. Okay, yes, everybody? Okay. Yes. Okay, so let's start. And the moment you enter this session, what you have to do is you have to like the session, okay? Now let's do one question which will require no formula, no mathematical knowledge, no IIT JEE formulas, anything. Like 11th, 12th, you don't have to know. It's just that class 10th basic mathematics skills you want to decode this question. Let's start. 7 by 9 of the people present in a hall are sitting in 9 by 13 of the chairs available and the rest are standing. Understand this first statement nicely. Because see, these type of questions, although they are like not having any IIT JEE curriculum, but these are not as easy as it seems, okay? So the very first question on your screen, let's read line one by one, okay? Yes. So let's read one by one. So first of all, the very first thing I can see over here from reading this question is two things are involved. Number one is number of people, right? Number of people. So let us assume that number of people. So let us assume number of people being x. Total number of people is equals to x. Second thing, total number of chairs. Total number of chairs present will be y. Now let's start framing it, okay? 7 by 9 of the people present in hall. Okay, so 7 by 9 of the people, that means 7 by 9x are occupying 9 by 13 of the chairs available. Okay, so what is the very first equation that we can form? Tell me. So 9 by 13y, okay. So 9 by 13y chairs. and this is what, 9 by 13. Number of chairs will be 9 by 13y. Correct? Okay. Now, if there are 28 empty chairs, see, understand, total number of chair is y. Number of occupied chair is 9 by 13y. Okay. So, total number of chairs minus occupied chairs will be empty chairs. So, let me just write down the number of empty chairs in terms of y is nothing but 28. So, from here I am going to get the value of y, 13 minus 9, 4y upon 13 is equals to 28. So, this is 4 ones are 4 sevens are, y is nothing but 91. So, total 91 chairs are there. Okay, 91 total chairs. Empty chairs is, this is total chairs, empty chair in the question given 28. So, now 91 minus 28 will be what? 11 minus 8 will be 3 and 8 minus 2, 6. 63 chairs are actually wherein people are sitting. Okay, people are sitting on 63 chair. People sitting on 63 chair. So, 7 by 9x is equals to 63. Clearly, 7 ones are 7, 7 nines are 63. So, x is going to be 81. So, there are total 81 people. Now, what are they asking? How many chairs would have been still empty if everyone in the hall was sitting? Now, understand. Okay, because everything you have calculated, so it is a tendency just ticking wrong answer. Do not tick wrong answer. Now, you have 81 people, total 81 people and 91 chair. If everyone will be sitting in those 91 chairs, so there will be 10 chairs which will be empty. Correct or not? So, 10 is absolutely right. Option D. Right? So, final answer will be what? Tell me. Empty. So, this is going to be 91 minus 81 is equals to 10 will be the correct answer. Got it? Everybody? Yes, I can see everybody is saying D, D, D. Ma'am, D is absolutely right. See, these are doable questions. If I say, are these doable questions? Yes, definitely these are doable questions. Okay. Now, let's start. See, I told you the syllabus. Now, missing term in pyramid. Okay. Again, there is no formula. There is no set of rules. You just have to do hit and trial. You have to think. You have to understand the pattern by applying your brains. Rule out whatever you coming in your mind, just apply it. If it is not working for you, go towards the next. What is happening? 9, 6, 2, 4, 7, 1, 3, 5, 2. Are these odd numbers? No, this is mix of even and odd. That is number one thing. So, odd even will not work. Then if I talk about, is it forming any multiple? No. 1, 3, 5, 2, there is no correlation. So, let's do one thing, either multiply everything or add everything. If I add 1 plus 3, 4, 4 plus 5, 9, 9 plus 2 will be 11. So, summation of every number is coming out as in the last row is 11. 2, 4, 7, 4, 5, 6, 6 plus 6, 12 and 12 plus 1 is 13. So, sum of 2 plus 4 plus 7 is coming out as 13. That is, there is a jump of 2 plus 2. Let us see if at all it is working for us, then we'll go through this. If not, then we'll think about something else. Okay, 9 plus 6 is 15. Again, can you see there is a jump of plus 2 over here? Okay, interesting. Now, can you see if we go by this pattern, there should be jump of plus 2 so that summation of first row will be 17. Option A, 17 should be the correct answer. Yes or no, everybody? Yes? Okay. Got it? Okay. So, I think you guys are doing it with me one by one. Okay. Now, this is again an interesting question because I told you, in the beginning, we are not touching the IIT JEE curriculum, the 11th, 12th mathematics part. We are just starting with the reasoning, basic data sufficiency based problems. Let's do that. 5 persons were playing a card game sitting in a circle. So, there is a circle, okay, and the circle is actually what? Sitting in circle. So, there is a circle, the generic circle. So, we all sit in a circle and talk about it. Okay, so 5 teachers, suppose 5, your favorite 5 master teachers are sitting in the circle. Okay, now, as per this question, Ashish was to the left of Milan. So, let me fix this place of Ashish. This is your Ashish. And Milan. So, Ashish will be to the left of Milan. So, if I need to fix, so this is Ashish is fixed. Now Milan will be towards the right, obviously. Can you see? This is your Milan. So now Ashish is towards the left. This is left of Milan. Left of Milan. Okay, so I think these two people are occupied. Now Nitin was to the right of Anupam and between Anupam and Mukesh. Okay, so Nitin is lying between Anupam and Mukesh. So let me fix Nitin over here. But Nitin being in middle. Nitin. So suppose Nitin is sitting over here. Nitin was to the right of Anupam. So Anupam should be here and this side is right of Anupam. Right of Anupam is here and then this is what? Mukesh. Okay. Now who was to the right of Mukesh? Right of Mukesh is nothing but clearly towards the right we have Ashish. So option D, Ashish is absolutely right. Yes or no? Everybody yes, Litto? See, if you feel that REAP section I won't be able to do anything, no, it's not that. Just read that question. Questions are doable if you give enough importance, enough time to that question. End to end, read the question nicely. If you read the question half-heartedly, in fearful, in like self-doubt mode, no question will be easy for you. But if you do it just like I am doing it, see, questions are easy. Can you see? Observe the dice. Now, dice related problem. These beginning 2-3 questions, I have kept it easy. Now, next, we will do difficult questions also. Don't worry. Observe the dice. 2 positions of a dice are shown. When 4 is at the bottom, what will be on the top? See, these 2 positions actually are the picture of same dice. Just the different view. So this is maybe front view, this is maybe left view, like that. So I can clearly see that 1 is on the top, clearly. 1 will be on the top, right? 3, 2 is here, 1 here is also on the top. So both are having actually what the same view. We are just rotating the dice like this. It is not top view, we are not like rotating vertically. It is just a horizontal rotation. Now can you see 1, 2, 3 is written over here. 4, 5, 6 is pending. See, now 5 and 6 are actually having, so if I just create a dice, 5 and 6 will be here. So like this is 2, right? So 5 will be either behind 3 and this face will have 6. The left face, see the front face is 3, top face is 1, this is 2. As per this figure, 1, 5 and 6. So 5 and 6 are adjacent to 1. So this is your 1. So 5 and 6, I have only 2 positions for 5 and 6. 6 here and 5 from behind or vice versa. Okay, then left out thing is 4. So clearly 4 will be over here. So opposite to 1, which one is the correct number? Opposite to 1, right? What number will be on the top? When 4 is at the bottom, so 4 is at the bottom, what number will be at the top? So I think option A, this is so easy question. Sometimes they give easy questions as well. Okay. See, one student is asking me, good question by the way. I think I will take the question from Muganti. Muganti is saying, ma'am, in this question, nobody has mentioned that it should be immediate right. But you know what? See, Anupam, Nitin is lying between Anupam and Mukesh. Although they are not mentioning immediate right, but can you see, if they are saying that somebody is between 2 people, that means those 3 people are sitting together. If they would not have mentioned this, then it is not immediate right. But as per this question, if we connect all the statements together, then I think this immediate exact figure will be this. Okay. Now the next question on your screen, this is statement argument related question. Some linguistic English question are there. Okay. So consider the given statement and the following argument and state which of the following arguments are stronger with respect to statement. So this is your statement. Should rural women be given free computer education? So I think the statement is talking all about women education, because we know that since, like, if we talk about history, women are someone who are deprived of education if we compare with men. Okay, it's so obvious. So now we will take measure to understand that to actually reduce this data so that women also get educated. So should rural women be given free computer education? So to encourage them, now we have to give free computer education, but because if we are going to charge them, nobody will avail it. Okay. So arguments, yes, every rural woman must acquire computer knowledge to accelerate her life, and it is part of women empowerment. So in the world of in this digital era, I think argument 1 is absolutely right. There is nothing wrong about argument 1. Okay, so I think argument 1 is strong argument. If I read the statement number 1, I think these two are going hand in hand. No women are no. Acha, okay, statement number 2, no. Women who are not interested in it, they will learn on their own. There is no need to make mandatory schedules. Okay, so see, sometimes when this is happening, this situation is going on, we have to take strict measures. This is not a strong or valid statement which is helping with this statement. So I think only argument 1 is strong. Option C, everybody. Yes? Okay. Option C clearly? Okay. Alright. The next question on your screen is from the missing numbers in the pattern. Now I think I would like you to try it. Missing number in the pattern. Okay. So this is 4, 6 and 9. I think somebody is adding +2 and then somebody is adding +3. So this is fulfilled. If I talk about this is 9 plus 3, 12. And then 12 plus 4 is 16. This is again +4. So can you see? +2 plus 3. +3 plus 4. +4 plus 5 will give you 25. So option C again is absolutely right. Okay. Everybody getting it? Yes. Now the next question is based on domain related. I think this, so we can kill it off. What do you think? This is our forte, right? This is what we have been studying since so many years, at least more than 1.5 years. Yes or no? Okay. So for this question, I think I deserve a like. What do you think? Let me just check. Let me check number of likes because I am not satisfied. Come on. Number of live watching, look at number of live watching and look at number of likes. No, not happening. Okay. So domain of this definition. So sine inverse anything. So mod of x minus 1 minus 2 will lie between 1 and minus 1. Okay. Alright. So let's add 2 to the overall inequality. So if I'm going to add 2 plus 2. So plus 2 minus 1 will give you 1. Plus 2 and minus 2 will cancel out. So mod x minus 1 and this is plus 2 is 3. So mod x minus 1 is lying between 1 minus 3. Let me just address this. Let us talk about this inequality. Mod x minus 1 is greater than or equals to 1. That means your x minus 1 is greater than or equals to 1 or x minus 1 is less than or equals to minus 1. Correct? So from here x greater than or equals to 2 or this is x less than or equals to 0. Both will work. Greater than 2 and less than 0. Okay. So this is union. Or means union. Now the second inequality, let me solve it over here. Mod x minus 1 is less than or equals to 3. That means x minus 1 will be lying between 3 and minus 3. Add 1. So minus 2 x 4. So minus 2 to 4. Okay, now understand, we need to take intersection of these two things. Take intersection of these two things. First inequality, let me just plot it over here. First inequality. Less than 0 and greater than 2. The second inequality with different color, let me just go minus 2 to 4. So minus 2 will lie over here and 4 will be here. Now if I take intersection, this will be from minus 2 to 0 and 2 to 4 will be the correct answer. So minus 2 to 0. By the way, the minus 2 to 0. So if you take intersection, obviously both will be happening. So minus 2 to 0 and 2 to 4 is clearly matching with option A. Yes? Because see, over here we need close bracket also. Because everywhere there is equality. There is no strict inequality. Everywhere there is equality. Okay. Now let's talk about the next question, which is from the world of complex numbers. Okay. And this complex number thing is based on geometry related. You know what? Geometry is very important in your, what would I say, REAP section. Okay. There is a complete section based on algebra and geometry. See, let Z1 and Z2 be two complex numbers satisfying mod Z1 is equals to 9. Okay, so first of all, let me just teach you one concept. I don't know how many of you know this concept, but it is so important to know this concept if you are understanding complex number. Mod of Z minus Z0 is equals to R. What does this mean? This means distance between Z and Z0 is equals to R. So actually this is representing nothing but Z0 being center, Z0 being a fixed point, so it will be center. But Z is a moving point, so this Z is lying on this circle whose radius is R, so that distance between Z and Z0 becomes R. How many of you already knew this concept, that the moment you see mod of Z minus Z0 is equals to R, it is nothing but distance between Z and Z0 is R. And also, if you interpret this, this is forming a circle with center Z0 and radius R. Okay, yes, everybody? The sound is also available in my house, Nalini. I know. Quite irritating. Mod of Z1 minus 0 is equals to 9. Okay, this is the first thing. Second thing is, mod of Z2 minus 3 plus 4 iota is equals to 4. See, I will not solve it as a complex number proper algebra problem, but it is a geometry based problem. I'll just draw the figure. You will realize that only by looking at this figure, you will be able to answer this question. Okay. So the first thing is Z1 minus 0. That means 0 is the origin. So let me just draw the origin. This is origin. Radius is 9 units. So I will draw a circle center at origin whose radius is 9 units. Okay, this is your 9. Okay, and Z1 is actually lying on, this is your Z1. Z1 is actually lying on this circle. Understood or not? I think first wala geometry we have plotted it nicely. Second, mod of Z2 minus this 3, 4 being the center. So 3, 4 will lie somewhat over here. This is your 3, 4. Okay, this is 9, right? 3, 4 and radius is 4. So it will look like this. So I think both clearly are intersecting circles. 3, 4, right? So 3, 4 will lie over here and 4 is the radius. So 3, 4. See, this is your 4, this is your 3. So it will actually intersect the x-axis and it will touch y-axis. So the curve, the circle will look like this. This green circle is representing Z2. Now they are talking about the minimum value of Z1 minus Z2. That means they are talking about minimum distance between Z1 and Z2. Minimum. See, mod Z1 minus Z2 means what? Distance between Z1 and Z2. See, you have to now think, what should be the position of Z1 and what should be the position of Z2 in such a way that the distance can be minimum. Now you know that minimum distance means distance can never be negative. Can the distance be 0? Yes. So can it be 0 in this case? Think about that, because option is also that. They are talking about minimum, so I'll think about minimum. In the options, the most minimum value is 0. Can the distance between Z2 and Z1, can it be 0? Yes, it can be 0. How? See, if I just place my Z1 and Z2 both on this point, because see, Z1 is lying on the yellow circle, Z2 is lying on the green circle. So can Z1 lie over here? Yes, because this point is part of this circle. Can Z2 lie over here? Yes, because this point is Z2. So Z1 and Z2 both belong to this point. Either this will also work, Z1, Z2. So that means distance will be 0. Can you see? Okay. Everybody getting it, understanding it? Now the next question. You guys are going to tell me, I'm not going to tell me. I'm not going to tell here, okay? Just tell me in the chat box right away. Tell me in the chat box right away. C x tend to 1 minus. So if you put 1 minus 2 sine inverse 1. So this is pi by 2. 2 to cancel, root pi minus root pi. So I think it is clearly a 0 by 0 form. Now they are only talking about the left hand limit. So in the options they have not given does not exist kind of thing. So you just have to just solve it. Apply L'Hopital. Derivative of root pi is 0 minus sine. Now root 2 is right there. So root 2 I'll keep it differently. This is root 2 into root sine x. Derivative of root sine x will be what? 1 upon 2 root sine inverse x. Now differentiation of sine inverse x will be nothing but 1 upon square root 1 minus x square. Whole upon, now derivative of root 1 minus x. That is going to give you root 1 by 2 root 1 minus x, and this is minus 1. Clearly this sign is gone. This sign is gone. 2 is gone. Okay. Now this will be root 2. Okay. Upon root sine inverse x. And this is root 1 minus x square will be 1 plus x and 1 minus x, and this will go in the numerator, that is root 1 minus x. So that this and this is getting cancelled out. Now put x equals to 1. So what are you going to get? Root 2. This is sine inverse x. So this is square root of sine inverse x will be what? Tell me. Pi by 2. And this is again 1 plus 1, 2. Root 2 cancel. So this is root 2 by pi. This is absolutely right, which is option D. Getting it? Understanding it? Yes? Okay, alrighty. Yes. Now the next question is based on planes. So I have taken this question. Why? Because see, we have not studied enough about planes in your JEE Main curriculum. Okay. So let S be the set of all real values of lambda such that plane passing through the points minus lambda square 1 comma 1 comma 1 comma minus lambda, see 1 comma minus lambda square comma 1. This is slightly calculative question, and 1 comma minus lambda square also passes through the point minus 1 minus 1 minus 1. Okay, so basically what they are saying is there are 3 points. There are 3 points from which your plane is passing through, and there is one more point. Basically 4 points are lying on the plane. 4 points are lying on the plane means what? 4 points are coplanar. Can anybody tell me the condition of 4 points being a coplanar? Condition of 4 points being a coplanar, okay? So the condition will be, so you need 4 points x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2, x3, y3, z3, x4, y4, z4. 4 points, if they are coplanar, then form a determinant and make it 0. That's the condition, right? So see, x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. Keep it fixed. x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. Then x3 minus x1, y3 minus y1, z3 minus z1. Then x4 minus x1, y4 minus y1, z4 minus z1 is nothing but 0. Okay. Alright, so yes, let's apply this. This is x. Let us keep it as x1, y1, z1. It will make more sense. This is your x2. This is your x3, y3, z3, x4, y4, z4. Okay, let's do it. Yes, let's form a determinant. Okay. Alright, now x2 minus x1. So minus lambda square plus 1. 1 plus 1, 2. 1 plus 1, 2. Correct? Row number 2, x3 minus. So 1 minus 1, 2. Minus lambda square plus 1. And again we are having what? 2. Then we are having 2 minus lambda square plus 1. This is what you're going to get is 0. Yes? Okay. Now what to do? Now let's apply the condition of determinant solving basically. I want to solve the determinant. So let's add R1 goes to, see, I'm applying the condition, R1 goes to R1 plus R2 plus R3. Okay. So if you add R1, R2, R3 minus lambda square plus 5 basically. So first row will be minus lambda square plus 5, minus lambda square plus 5, minus lambda square plus 5. R1 is changed. What about R2? R2 remains same. So this is 2, 2. This is 2, 2 minus lambda square plus 1 minus lambda square plus 1. This is 0. Now if you take, understand, if you take, is it minus lambda square? Am I doing right, students? Yes? X2 minus x1. So minus lambda square plus 1. That's correct. Okay. So 1 minus 1, 2. I think it's correct. So that is going to give you, but it is giving, Okay, let me check, Hold on, 1 minus, sorry, this point is plus 1, sorry, there is a mistake, minus 1 and 1. So I think I messed up with the Z point over here. Okay, I messed up with the Z. Okay, so this is Z2. So 1 minus 1, this is 0. Oops. 1 minus 1 will be 0 again. And this is minus lambda square minus 1. I think this is the thing. Okay. So now I think we should open it right away. We should not wait because automatically we'll get our answer. Okay. So let's not do this. Let's not do this because this is incorrect information. I thought my Z1 is also minus 1. Na? That was not minus 1. So this is the wrong thing. Now just expand it. Okay. Minus lambda. Okay. So let's expand. Minus lambda square minus 1. And this cross this. So 1 minus lambda square whole square minus 4 is equals to 0. Now can you see? This will not give me any solution. This will give me any solution. So 1 minus a square minus b square. 1 minus lambda square minus 2. 1 minus lambda square plus 2 is equals to 0. So this is what? Minus 1 minus lambda square, and this is what? 3 minus lambda square equals to 0. See, this will also not give me solution. Lambda square plus 1, 0 means no real value of lambda. From here, you are getting two values of lambda plus 3 and minus root 3. Option D is absolutely correct. Okay. Alright. No, this question is not that difficult, I would say. Alright. The next question is this integration question. Okay. See. Okay. So, one student is talking about time. Don't talk about time. Why? Because in JEE Main also 25 questions you have to do in 1 hour. Okay, so JEE Main questions are also not very easy questions. We also feel that time is less. They will give you some questions. See, in mathematics, I have always told you, there will be one question that you will be able to do in 7 minutes and you will call it unfair. But there will be questions which you can do within 1 minute also. It's your choice to select question. Nobody is asking you to select difficult questions or lengthy questions, but there will be lengthy question. There will be lengthy question, okay? So now this integration, this is my favorite integration, Kutur Putur. What is this Kutur Putur? When you see so many high powers in numerator and denominator, right? So what you need to do is just take the maximum power out of denominator and push it in the numerator. See, what is the highest power given in the denominator? So, ma'am, x power 4, x power 16. So, take x power 4 out, it will become x power 16. So, your integration will become, so your denominator will become, this is 2 plus 3. Now, if you take x power 4 out, this will become x power minus 2. And this will become x power minus 4 power 4. And here, if you take x power 4 out, it will become x power 4 power 4. X power 4 into 4, 16. So, x power 16. Push it in the numerator. X power minus 16. So, 3 x power 13 minus 16 is minus 3. And 11 minus 16 is plus 2 x power minus 5 dx. Now, what you have to do is, now just put the denominator as t. So 2 plus 3 x power minus 2 plus x power minus 4. If you put it as t, so this is minus 6x power minus 3 minus 4x power minus 5 dx is equals to dt. Can you see, if you take 2 out, if you just take 2 out, see, this will become 3, this will become 2. So if you take minus 3 out, and minus minus will also go, minus 3 if you take it out, you will get a numerator. So take minus 3 out, so basically this minus 3 will go over, so this is dt upon 3, negative 3, and this whole thing is t power 4. Now integrate. So this is minus 1 by 3, t power minus 4 integration will be what? T power minus 4 plus 1, so minus 3. So t power minus 3 upon minus 3. Okay, minus minus plus, so 1 by 9. I should see 1 by 9 over here. Okay, so cube will be definitely there for sure. Minus 1 by 3. Okay, so minus 1 by 3 and minus 4 plus 1, correct? So what will be the correct answer then? If you solve it, 6, you are getting 6. So you are taking actually not 3 but 2 common from here. Sorry, you are taking, see, after this step, let me just write. So this is to differentiate, so minus 6 x power minus 3 minus 4 x power minus 5 dx is equals to dt. Correct. So if you take something common, that would be minus 2. Minus 2. So this is minus 2. Minus 2. So clearly 1 by 6 will be the correct one. So this is also wrong. This is also wrong. 1 by 6. Whichever expression is having 1 by 6, that will be the correct one. Okay. And what about this? X power 12 or x power 4? Out of A and C, which do you think is correct? See, this is the thing. So t power minus 3. What is your t? This is your t. Correct. So if you take LCM, this will become, if you take LCM, 1 by x square, 1 by x power 4. If you take LCM, it will become what? X power 4. Now x power 4, if you raise the power 3, x power 4, because power 3 is there. If you do the substitution, you will get C. Let me check. C is the absolute correct option. Yes? Okay. Right? So do it on yourself. You will get the answer. I showed you the trick. Now do it on yourself. Do it on your own and let me know. Now this is the basic question. NC4, NC5 and NC6 are in arithmetic progression. N can be what? So now twice of NC5. You know what is the condition of arithmetic progression? Twice NC5 is equals to NC4 plus NC6. Okay. Let me open it to n factorial, n minus 5 factorial, 5 factorial is equals to n factorial, 4 factorial, n minus 4 factorial, n factorial, n minus 6 factorial, 6 factorial. Okay. Now let's do one thing. N factorial, n factorial, n factorial gone. Okay. Now n minus 5, n minus 4 and n minus 6. So this is 2 upon, see, whichever is bigger, you need to open that. Out of n minus 5, n minus 4, n minus 6, I think n minus 5, I will open n minus 5 into n minus 4 factorial. Then we are having what? 5 factorial. So 5 factorial will be 5 into 4 factorial. Now this 1 upon 4 factorial, n minus 4 factorial. Sorry, this is n minus 6, right? And this will be n minus 4 will be n minus 4, n minus 5 and this is n minus 6 factorial. Plus 1 upon n minus 6 factorial, 6 5s are 30 into 4 factorial. Now cancel the terms out. Cancel the terms out right away. So I can see that throughout, I can see n minus 6 factorial is gone. 4 factorial is also gone. So we are left with what? 2 by 5 n minus 5 is equals to 1 upon n minus 4 n minus 5 plus 1 upon 30. This is what you're getting. Now solve it and get the value, or you can just substitute it also. Okay, so 2 by 5 n minus 5 okay, is equal to, so let me just push it towards the left hand side. So this is going to be minus 1 upon n minus 4, n minus 5. Okay, I have shifted this thing towards left hand side. Okay, then we are having is equals to 1 by 30. Take LCM. If you take LCM, 5 times n minus 4, n minus 5. Although if I would have been at your place, I would have satisfied it. Okay, so this is n minus 2 times n minus 4 minus 5. Okay, this is 1 upon 30. Cross multiply. Yes. So this again before cross multiply, 5 ones are 5 6 are. So this is what? 6 times 2n minus 8 minus, so 2n minus 13, and this is n square minus 9n plus 20. Now this is the quadratic. If you solve this quadratic, what you're going to get is, I'm going to write the final answer. N is going to be 14, which is your correct answer. Everybody, yes? Okay. Nitin, you are saying reasoning and logic based questions. Yes, in the first half of this session, we have done that. And also, see, because there are 3 sections, let me just be a little clear about it. See, okay, let me talk about the syllabus a bit. See, since this is the complete mathematics, so I am taking this, I am giving the priority to this session, to this particular section. Section A and Section C will be taken by Shreyas sir and Diksha ma'am. Okay, and I have taken a little bit of Section C so that everything we will cover. Okay, all right, because see, in this REAP, REAP, mathematics play a complete section is for mathematics. Okay, but if you talk about PCM, so there is very small thing for PCM. You will get less questions. You will see less questions on chemistry, less questions on physics, more questions on mathematics, then more questions on reasoning and data interpretation. Okay, alrighty, clear. So I am focusing on reasoning and mathematics. Okay, so other teachers will focus on this reasoning more. They will not teach mathematics part. Okay, alright, now this question, this is also a very good question. Number of integral values of m for which this quadratic expression is always positive. Can you tell me any quadratic expression remains always positive for all value of x belongs to R? What is the condition? Remember the condition. Remember the condition. Right? Remember the condition. Okay, so condition will be a greater than 0 and, oops, what is happening? Mosquito. Go away, mosquito. Go away. Yes, a greater than 0 and d should be less than 0. Now this quadratic equation, if you want always positive, so first of all leading coefficient, okay, so this is, sorry, x square, 1 plus 2m into x square. I hope that you are seeing the quadratic equation, 1 plus 2m into x square minus, see, let me write, 1 plus 2m, x square minus 2, 1 plus 3m, x plus 4, 1 plus m. This is your quadratic expression, okay. So first of all, a greater than 0, that means this 1 plus 2m should be greater than 0, m should be greater than minus half. Second thing, discriminant. Everybody, yes, discriminant. Discriminant will be equals to b square, that is 4, 1 plus 3m whole square minus 4ac, 1 plus 2m. Okay. Then we are having 1 plus 2m, then 4, 1 plus m. And it should be less than 0. Discriminant should be less than 0. See, b square, what is b? 2 square, 1 plus 3m square. Minus 4, a is 1 plus 2m, c is this. Okay, now one thing I can see very clearly, there is 1 4 and there are 2 4. So 1 4 we can take it out and push it on the right hand side, which is anyway 0. Now let's open this, 9m square plus 1 plus 6m minus 4 times, this is 2m square plus 3m plus 1 less than 0. Okay, so 9m square minus, so this is m square, 9 minus 8, 6m minus 12m, so minus 6m plus 1 minus 4, 1 minus 4 is minus 3 less than 0, correct? So m square minus 6m minus 3 less than 0. Now if you just apply the formula method, m will be equals to what? 6 plus minus square root of b square. 36 plus 4ac, 36 plus 12 will be 48 upon 2 into a. So m will be nothing but 3 plus minus root 12, right? And this is 3 plus minus 2 root 3. Now 3 plus 2 root 3. See, understand. 3 plus 2 root 3 will be what? 3 plus 2 into 1.7, lagbhag, approximately. So this is 3.4, 3.4 plus 6.4. And 3 minus 2 root 3 will be what? 3 minus 3.4. So this is minus 0.4. So your m belongs to minus 0.4 to 6.4 integral values. Right integral values, it will start with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But you know what? M should be greater than minus half, which is there. So I think these are the values which will satisfy this inequality. So that is why option B, 7 values will be there. Everybody, yes? Got it? Okay. Alrighty. Next question on your screen, my dear student. Geometry will be asked. Conic section is a part of geometry. Okay. Let S and S dash be the foci of an ellipse and B be any one of the extremities of its minor axis. Okay. So S and S dash be the foci of the ellipse. Let me draw an ellipse S dash minus AE comma 0, AE comma 0. Okay. All right. This is your minor axis. This is your B, 0 comma B. As per the question, this triangle is right angle triangle. Okay. With at B. Area. So area is given as 8. Length of latus rectum is what they are asking. Okay. So clearly, if I talk about the area will be what? Half into base. Base is 2AE into height is B is nothing but 8. So clearly AE B is equals to 8. That is one thing which we have got. Okay. Now if this is a right angle triangle, understand. If this is a right angle triangle, then we can play with the slope also. Right? If it is making right angle triangle, then slope of SB and slope of S dash B. The product will be minus 1, M1, M2 is equals to minus 1. Can anybody tell me the slope of this? So B minus 0. So this is B upon AE. Multiply. What about this? Slope of this B minus 0, 0. So B upon minus AE is equals to minus 1. Correct. Minus minus is getting anyway cancelled out. B square is nothing but A square E square. B square is nothing but A square E square. Or you can say that B is equals to AE. So B is equals to AE. So in place of A, I can write, so B into B is equals to 8. B square is coming out as 8. If B square is 8, see, then A square E square is also 8. Okay. A square E square is also 8. Correct? Now we know the relation, right? E square is nothing but 1 minus B square by A square. So E square can be, just eliminate E square from everywhere. E square is 8 by A square. So 8 by A square is equals to 1 minus. Now B square by A square. So B square is again 8 by A square. So clearly 16 by A square is equals to 1. A square is coming out as 16. You have got A square, you have got B square. Length of latus rectum is nothing but 2 times, now 2 times B square by A square. Sorry, B square by A. So 2 times B square is 8 and A over here is 4. So 8 to the 16 by 4 is 4. 4 is absolutely right. Option B is absolutely correct. Okay. All right. Getting it? Correct. Option B. Have a look. Let me know. Let's take a pause because we are about to finish the mathematics and reasoning part. Okay. Okay, the next question on your screen is from the tangent and normal. The tangent to the curve is parallel to this line. Okay, so what is the slope of this line? Tell me. Ma'am, slope of this line is actually 2. So dy by dx, calculate and equate it to 2. 2x minus 5 and equate it to 2. Right? So this is going to give you what? X will be equals to 7 by 2. The moment you see x equals to 7 by 2, okay, also passes through the point. Now, you have x equals to 7 by 2, correct? Put x equals to 7 by 2 over here to get the value of y, because see, you have slope, you have x coordinate, you just want y coordinate, right? You want both coordinates x and y and then slope to write the equation. So let's do that. Y will be equals to 49 by 4 minus 7 5s are 35 by 2 plus 5. So this is going to be equal to 49 minus 70 plus 20. 49 minus 70 plus 20 by 4. So this is what? Minus 50. 49 minus 50 by 4. Minus 1 by 4. So y is nothing but minus 1 by 4. So y minus y1 is equals to slope x minus x1. This is the equation of line. Okay. Now this line is passing through what point? Tell me. So just whatever point will satisfy. Let me just check the answer. I think 1 by 8 comma minus 7, check. It will satisfy it. So if you put 1 by 8, let's check, huh? And minus 7. So minus 7 plus 1 by 4 is equals to 2. 1 by 8 minus 7 by 2. Are they equal? We are checking. 7 4s are 28. So minus 27 by 4. And from here we are having 2. Then this is 8. Then this is 1 minus 7 4s are 28. So minus 27. Yes, absolutely. So option D is matching with or satisfying our equation. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Next question. Shall we move on to? Let me reduce the brightness. Now, some questions from permutation and combination. Some obvious things which are so popular among other exams. Okay. JEE Main does not give that much importance to these topics, but I think UGEE may give importance. This is, by the way, a PYQ. I have taken a PYQ of UGEE. Okay. See what they are saying. How many solutions are there to this equation, and where x1, x2, x3 are non-negative integers? Direct question, direct formula. See, x1, x2, x3, x4, these 4 will be treated as 4 beggars. 17 will be the number of coins. And the condition is, the direct condition is that non-negative integers, that means x1, x2, x3, x4 should be greater than or equals to 0. Then you can apply direct formula. If you have 17 coins, see here you have n coins. N is equals to 17 number of coins. R beggars. So R beggars, R beggars. R is equals to 4 beggars you have. 4 beggars. Now you have to distribute 17 coins to 4 beggars. There is a formula, n plus r minus 1 c r minus 1. So 17 plus 3 c3. So 20 c3. So 20 into 19 into 18 upon 3 into 2 into 1. 3 2s are 6, 6 3s are 18, 9 3s are 27. So I think, and 7 2s are 14. Whatever is having, option A is absolutely right. 1140, everybody. No, Shirish, you are actually not writing the correct formula, and that is only for standard parabola. The question was not about standard parabola. Okay, do not apply any formula if at all. See, you have to remember. Randomly, you can't remember for every parabola you know this equation of tangent. No. Why are you doing that? Now, this is actually a very good question. A pair of fair dice is rolled. What is the probability that second die lands on the higher value than the first? Second die lands on the higher value than the first. Okay. So, second die. Okay. So, let's understand. This is again a thoughtful question. UGEE, Olympiad type of exams, they will give you questions wherein you have to think. You have to think about the cases. Okay. So suppose you have first die is 1, second die will be 2, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6. So there are 5 possibilities, okay, 5. Then if you put fix first die as 2, then the second die can be 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5 and 2, 6, because overall what do you want? You want the second die value should be greater than first die. So 4 possible outcomes, then 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 6, that's it. 3 possible outcomes. Then 4, 5, 4, 6, 2 outcomes, 5, 6, 1. So this is 5 plus 4, 9, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15 upon 2 dice you are rolling, so 36. 15 upon 36, 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6, 3 5s are 15, 3 5 by 12 is matching with option D. Everybody? Yes, PDF I will share. We will share the combined PDF. Don't worry. Okay. Then we are having the last question. After that, Shreyas sir will be coming. Okay. Right. Let's do this question. This is actually a good question. What they are saying is that a cube of side 3 units formed using a set of smaller cube of side 1 unit. Okay. So cube of side 1 unit. Tell me one thing. You have small 1 unit cubes. How many cubes will be required to make a cube of 3 units? Tell me. What will be that common? Area will not be common. Volume will be common. Okay. So volume of this bigger cube will be what? 3 cube is equals to number of cubes required is n multiply volume of all the cubes collectively will be 1 cube into n, right? So volume, if I equate, n is equals to 27. So basically, you need 27 cube of side 1 unit to create a bigger cube of side 3 units. Yes or no? Yes? Okay, let me show you. So this is your bigger cube. Let's see. Or let me just do it like this. No, this is better. Okay, now let me divide it. Let me take a good time to show you what I am trying to say. 1, 2, 1, 2. Then this is also it. And this is also it. And this is it. This is it. And this is also it. Can you imagine now? Can you imagine now? See, these small are 1, 1, 1. And overall we are having 3 cubes. Okay? So total 27 cubes I have arranged and I have made a full cube with the help of GUE. So this is actually, this looks like a Rubik's cube. I had a Rubik's cube as well. Okay. Now what they are saying is number of faces. Okay, find the proportion of number of faces of the smaller cubes visible to those which are not visible. Okay. So basically they are asking you number of visible faces upon number of non-visible faces. They are talking about faces, not cube. How many faces, how many total number of faces are involved over here? First of all, how many cubes are involved? Ma'am, 27 cubes. One cube is having 6 faces. Hidden or non-hidden? One cube, 1 cross 1 cross 1. One cube is having 6 faces. If you pick this one cube, hidden or not hidden, visible or not visible, I don't care. How many total faces? 6 faces. So 27 cubes will have what? 27 into 6 faces. These are total number of faces. 6 sevens are 42, 4, 6 2s are 12, plus 4, 162. Total 162 faces are there. But how many of them are visible? So in front view, how many are visible? Tell me. Ma'am, in front view, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 faces are visible. Okay, so front view, 9 faces. Then top view, 9 faces. Left view, 9. Right view, 9. Back view, 9. Bottom view, 9. 9 multiply 6. So number of visible faces will be 9 multiply 6. 9 6 are 54. Non-visible faces will be total 162 minus 9 into 6. This is the final answer. So this is 9 into 6, 54 upon 162 minus 54 will be what? 162 minus 52. Okay. Ma'am, 162 minus 52 will be 110 and this is actually 108. Okay. So now the correct answer will be what? 1 by 2. 1 by 2. Option C is absolutely right. Okay. Everybody? Yes. Okay. So I think, let me ping. Okay. Now one thing, before you leave, because we have other sections also. See, let me show it to you. Let me show it to you. Okay, the syllabus. Let me talk about the syllabus a bit again. Okay, so I think we have done questions from section B, algebra and geometry. And we have done some questions from section C as well, that is reasoning and data interpretation. Okay, so now case study based question and some questions from this section A and section C combined will be taken by Shreyas sir and Diksha ma'am. Okay, so stay tuned over here and I'll be handing this over to Shreyas sir. So over.
My dear warriors, let me know quickly if I'm audible and visible to all of you. Yes, this is your Captain Shreyas. We are on to the REAP section for UGEE 2025 examination. So all the students who want to check out the model questions, all the kind of questions of the same difficulty, similar pattern, which will come in your REAP examination, this is the video that you should be looking out for. Okay, so let's begin. And remember, IIIT has very few seats. So the competition is going to be immense, as you can see right now on the video as well. Not just that, also keep in mind, you have to target around 100 marks in total out of 150 to be on the safer side. Well, last year the cutoffs were in the 90s range, but still, why to take chances? It's better to cross slightly above 100, which means you will have to solve around 35 questions in SUPR and 33 to 35 questions in SUPR and around similar range in your 35, 36, 37 questions in your REAP examination. Yes, okay. REAP will give you slightly more time because the questions are of slightly higher order. SUPR are slightly like JEE Mains, medium to moderate to above moderate questions of JEE questions. Okay, it is not the easy level of JEE Mains, it is slightly above the moderate level of the JEE Mains level. Okay, REAP is obviously slightly above JEE Mains most of the times. So let's begin with the questions. I have categorized it. Okay, ready guys? Ready guys? Okay, yes. The best part about this video is the number of live watching right now on this video is more than the number of seats, just like some student pointed it out. So as you can see, the competition is immense. So let's solve some clock and calendar based questions. Here is the first question. It was Sunday on Jan 1st, 2006. What was the day of the week on Jan 1st? So same day at least, but in 2010. Okay, so the trick to be used over here is, say, for example, Jan 1st, Jan 1st, 2006. It was basically a Sunday. It was a Sunday. 2007, it's a non-leap year. It will be a nothing but a Monday. The day increments by +1. Yes, it increments by +1. Now let's go to 2008. Well, 2008 January 1st is before February of 29th, which is going to be the leap year for in this particular scenario, right? So it is still going to be a Tuesday. But if it was not Jan 1st, let's say it was in March or in April, then there is a small change. I will show you the change in the next thing. So again, the day has gone up by +1. So every non-leap year, if it was a Sunday, it will go to Monday. If it was a Monday, it will go to Tuesday. It will go to the next day. But the moment it is a leap year, which was 2008, next year what will happen is, or rather, if you are after 29th of February, in 2009, this will not be Wednesday. This will be basically a Thursday. So this will be basically +2, because what has happened over here is the leap year effect. Yes, the leap year effect has taken control. Yep, so it will be +2. Now, after 2009, it is non-leap year. So 2010, which is where we have to finally land, this will be basically a Friday after you add one extra day to it. Is that understood, guys? So the correct answer to this will be a Friday. Now, please remember there are some rules regarding leap year. Some of you should know it. Leap year, what are the rules? Yes, the first rule is it should be divisible by 4. If it is divisible by 4, then definitely it is a leap year. The second rule, very, very important, guys. Yep. If it is divisible, if it is divisible, by 4 and 100, then it is not a leap year. For example, the year 2100, around 75 years from now, the year 2100, although it is divisible by 4, it will not be a leap year. But there is also a third rule again. If it is divisible, if it is divisible, divisible by the number 400, then again it happens to be a leap year. That means the year like 2400, the year 2400 will be a leap year. Understood, guys? Okay, are these rules very, very clear? So quickly tell me, is the year 2300 a leap year or not? Quickly tell me, guys. Is the year 2300 leap year? Yes or no? Quickly let me know in the chat box. Yes, these are the rules. In your school, only this was taught. I know, divisible by 4, it is a leap year. No, but there are more additional rules. Come on, guys. Yep. Come on, guys. Think carefully. Yep. Is it a leap year or not? Okay, come on, guys. Yep. Who is this person who is saying 2008 is not divisible by 4? What are you saying, guys? Man. Yeah. Is it divisible by 4, 2300? Yes. But is it also divisible by 4 and 100? Yes. So is it a leap year? No. Understood? So it is not a leap year because of the second rule. Because it is divisible by both 4 and 100. But the year 2800, 2400, obviously these are all leap years because it is divisible by 400. So that's the logic behind this particular question. Every year increment the day by 1. So whatever is today, if today is a Friday, it will become Saturday. The moment it is a leap year, it will increment by 2 days. That is the logic behind it. Okay, moving ahead to the next question, guys. Everyone got it? Awesome. And if you loved this information, quickly smash that like button, guys, or else chumma you will be solving problems without having knowledge. That is of no use, just solving the questions without knowing the concepts. So I'm teaching you the concepts also over here. That is what your Captain Shreyas does. Today is Monday. After 61 days, what will it be? So every week the pattern will repeat, and every week has 7 days. So what you do is 61 days divided by 7. Yep. So what will it be, guys? 61 days divided by 7, and then check the remainder. Yeah. So what will be the remainder? Think about it. Well, actually, rather than dividing it like that, 63 is the closest multiple of 7. So I will do it like that. 7 nines are 63. 7 nines are 63. So after 63 days, 100%, it will be back to Monday. It will be back to Monday because every 7 days the pattern will repeat. So the 62nd day will be a Sunday, that is easier, and 61st day, that will be basically a Saturday. So what is the correct answer, my dear warriors? Yep, it is B, a Saturday. That is better to do it like this. Check the closest multiple of 7 because that will be the same day. If it is Saturday, it will be Saturday. If it is Monday, it will be Monday. Then just go front and back to that closest multiple. So 63 is going to be the same day. So go plus or minus depending on whatever is asked. Understood, guys? Okay. Perfecto. Perfecto, my dear students. Awesomeness. Loved it. Let's go to the next type of question coming up on your screen. All we are doing is calendars and clocks, timing, all time and date based questions. What day comes a day after 2 days, after a day that comes immediately after a day that comes after a day after 2 days after Monday? Now, the trick for solving these questions is never read it like this. You should go reverse. What should you do? You should go exactly, read it reverse. Exactly. So let's try to do it. So Monday. So let's write down Monday over here. So this is our Monday, which is the final day. Okay, now read it exactly in the opposite manner. Does not mean like RETFA. Don't be that genius. Okay, so day after a day that comes after a day after 2 days after Monday. So this is that phrase that we are talking about now. After 2 days after Monday. What are 2 days after Monday? 2 days after Monday. Think about it. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So this is basically Wednesday. After 2 days after Monday. After a day after 2 days. So after a day of Wednesday, what do you get? After a day of Wednesday, what do you get? Obviously, you get Thursday. Okay, everybody with me? Awesome. Perfect. Now, after a day that comes after a day. So, after a day, after a which day? After Thursday. After Thursday, what comes? Friday. Okay. So, that is also done. Then go behind. Days after a day that comes immediately. Okay. Again, we are coming back over here. After a day that comes immediately after Friday. What is a day which comes immediately after Friday? Saturday. So this is basically Saturday that they are referring to. After 2 days, a day after 2 days, after 2 days, Saturday 2 days, what will happen? You will get basically Monday. Yep. What day comes a day after 2 days? So the 2 days is Monday. A day after, what is the day after Monday will come? The day after Monday is nothing but a Tuesday. So that day that we are referring to is basically going to be a Tuesday. That's it. That's how you solve these questions. So if you read it forward, it will confuse you. Break it down into parts and each part go behind reverse order. That is the trick to solve these questions. Got it, everyone? Yep. Everybody understood? These are the kind of questions, guys. All right, moving on. Yeah, some of them are PYQs, some of them are non-PYQs, some of them are, basically that level of questions. It doesn't matter. You should have an idea how to solve it because some people just solve it randomly. If you know the trick, you can solve it easily. A clock is started at noon by 10 minutes past 5. The hour hand has turned through how many degrees? Hour hand. Okay. Think carefully. Hour hand. Okay. First of all, let me draw the clock over here. And we all know the clock is divided into 12 parts. Now, each part of that clock is 360 degrees divided by 12, which is nothing but 30 degrees. So every part from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock, each part is obviously 1/12 of 360 degrees, which is 30 degrees. Okay. Now we are talking about 10 minutes past 5, the hour hand. So the hour hand would have definitely crossed 5 o'clock mark. So first, think about it. From 12 o'clock to 5 o'clock, bare minimum angle that you will have to cover is how many degrees? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 parts are covered. So 5 parts are covered. So 5 parts means 5 multiplied by 30 degrees, which is 150 degrees. which is nothing but bare minimum 150 degrees. So option A is eliminated, option B is eliminated because this is bare minimum angle that you will have to cover. So either it will be 155 or 160, that is for sure, because it is 10 minutes past 5. It is not exactly 5 o'clock. Now, after 10 minutes, the hour hand won't go completely to 6 o'clock. It would have gone somewhere over here. It would have gone somewhere over here. What is that extra angle? So think about it like this. In basically 60 minutes, in 60 minutes, the hour hand goes by 30 degrees. So in 10 minutes, how much will it go by? How much will it go by? Think about it. In 60 minutes, the hour hand would have gone from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock, which is basically one part, which is 30 degrees. How much will it go in 10 minutes? Obviously, guys, think about it. In 10 minutes, basically it is 1/6. So it will be nothing but 30 degrees divided by 6, which is nothing but 5 degrees, which is nothing but 5 degrees. So in 10 minutes, it has gone extra 5 degrees. So what is the total angle that you have covered? 150 plus 5, which is 155 degrees, which is option C, of course. How many of you gave option C? Very good, Riyansh, Yantika. Yes, Salvansa. Very good. Yes, awesome, awesome. Very nice. Perfecto. No, it is exactly 150 degrees. It is not like somewhat 152 and everything. No, it is exactly 150 plus 5. There is no approximations involved here. It is perfectly fine. Okay. Because every part is 360 by 12, which is 30 degree. So till 5 o'clock. So when you reach 5 o'clock, exactly the angle made by the hour hand with 12 o'clock will be 150. So extra 10 minutes, it will move 5 degrees. So that is the answer to this question. Okay. Now let's go to some general aptitude based questions, my dear students. Okay. All right. So super questions I have already done. Super questions I have already done. Yesterday we conducted a mock test. So please check that out. Choose the word which is different from the rest. It is general aptitude. And please remember, your REAP section is not categorized into these sections. I have categorized this for you, but the questions are all mixed. Suddenly one question of maths, suddenly two questions of chemistry, one question of physics, one case study, one general aptitude, one timing question, one this question, sequence completion. All questions will be mixed in those 50 questions. So you'll have to change your mind drastically. It's not like JEE Mains where you have physics, chemistry, math section. No, it is completely mixed. So please keep that in mind. Okay. So what is that animal, guys? What do you think? Many students, Shaurya, Dr. Nilima, Sriharsha, RT Gamer, everybody saying A. And what is the reason why you are saying it is A? Which is a chicken. Why? Is it that we eat chicken? See, guys, if this question was asked in China, right, then none of them will be out, because Chinese people will eat everything, right? Chicken, snake, swan, crocodile. In India, crocodile eats us. Swan, power manual. It's a very power manual. Snake will bite you. It will not eat you unless it's anaconda. Chicken, you will eat it. But so that is not the logic for this question. Chumma, I'm kidding, guys. It's only because which animals are, they can go into water. Okay, snake, yes, they can swim in water. Swan, obviously an aquatic animal. Crocodile is an amphibian. Chicken, I don't think you have seen any chicken swimming in water. If you have seen, I am pretty sure it was dead chicken. Okay, it was not a chicken which was alive. So the answer to that is A. Got it? Okay. Hello, bro. Not racist. It is. I'm talking about the culture of a country. They eat everything, means eat everything. What is the racist in that? I'm not talking about their color or anything, right? Chill, Madi. Okay. No, not about legs. Swan also will go in 2 legs. Crocodile, 4 legs. Snake, no legs. So you cannot compare the legs. Every person has different legs. So you cannot really compare the legs also. Yeah, got it? Okay, moving on to the next question, my dear students. The word FTMR translates to guns, ANLA translates to bomb. What does forward stand for? What does forward stand for? Okay, come on, guys. Okay, study questions are also coming. Yes, yes, all types of questions I'm doing, man. Don't worry. Okay, now this one is, I think, probably FGTUMNRS. Oh, it is very direct, guys. A. It's just like one alphabet ahead. From F to G, it is +1. Everything is +1. Even this A to B, N to O, L to M, A to B. It's just one alphabet forward. F will go to G, D will go to E. That's it. So that's what is going to happen. What does forward stand for? Oh, so we have to go reverse. This is the final answer. So you have to go behind, guys. So you have to do -1. What does it stand for? So it is already translated. Be careful. They have asked it, what is it the disguise of? So before F, guys, what is going to come? Yep. Yes. So basically F, G, 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 G. What does stand for? The word translates to this. A stands for O, will go to, oh, sorry, no, my bad, my bad, my bad. They have not gone behind, they have to go forward only. My bad. So sorry, guys. What does it stand for? Okay, so this is already the coded word. We have to decode it, or basically whatever, we have to go ahead. So we have to still do +1 only. F will go to G, D will go to E, R will go to S, A will go to B. I can already see D is going to E, R is going to S, A is going to B, W is going to X, R is going to this thing, O is going to P, F is going to G. I think it is B option. Yes, perfect. Yeah. So by mistake, I thought that it was the decoded version already. My bad. It was the coded version. Okay. So moving ahead to the next question. In a class of 20 students, Alisha's rank is 15th from the top. Manav is 4 ranks above Alisha. What is Manav's rank from the bottom? Oh my God. Okay. So basically you have ranking system over here like this, and the 20th rank, who is the 20th rank? No, not 20th rank, my bad. 15th rank. 15th rank is of Alisha. Alisha is basically the 15th topper. Very good, Alisha. Keep it up. Okay, Manav is 4 ranks above Alisha. So Manav is 4 ranks above Alisha means he will be the 11th person. So Manav is the 11th person over here. Okay. What is Manav rank from the bottom? Wow, Manav is brilliant. Manav is calculating his rank from the bottom, guys. So this is 20, then you have 19, then you have 18, then you have 17, then you have 16, then 15, then 14, then 13, then 12. So if 20 is the first rank, this is the second rank, this is third, this is fourth, this is fifth, this is sixth, this is seventh, this is eighth, this is ninth, and this is obviously 10th. So Manav is 10th from below. So the answer is 10th. Many people I have seen, they tell the answer as 9th, because you just do 20 minus 11 and you think the answer is 9. But remember, 20 is also a rank. 20 is also rank. 20th is counted as the first rank. Then this is second rank, third rank, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and 10th. So Manav is 10th from behind if you go from reverse order. Yeah, many people wrote the answer as C. You guys got it wrong. Yeah, the answer is wrong if you wrote it as C. Please be careful. Such questions will make you get negative marks, 25% negative marks, guys, in REAP. Okay, be very, very careful. Okay, yeah, you can see this session for VIT Triple E also. I mean, it will be slightly little better only for VIT Triple E perspective, because VIT Triple questions are okay only. I mean, not that great. Okay. All right, perfect. Got it. Okay, let's go. Be careful. Things which you feel are easy, no? Sometimes don't do it mentally. Do it properly. See how much time it took? It took me some 5 to 10 seconds. But I got the right answer. Else, 20 minus 11, you will stumma mark it as 9, but it will give you negative marks. So don't be so overconfident in the exam. That overconfidence is going to kill you, and it will take your marks away. A man is facing west. Okay, he runs 45-degree clockwise, then counter another 180 in the same direction and 270 in the anti-clockwise. Oh my God. Okay, so let me just imagine circle like this, and the person is facing west over here. So this is your west direction. Of course, if you have to talk about the north direction, it will be here. The east direction will be here. The south direction will be over here. Okay, so let's see what is he doing. He runs 45 degrees clockwise and then 180 degrees in the same direction. So 45 degrees and then 180 degrees. So how much will it be? Basically 225. Basically 45 plus 180. is nothing but 225 degrees. Okay. Now he is going 270 in the anti-clockwise direction. 270, it is more than 225. So I think it will go somewhere over here. So if it's going 270 degrees like this, what is the net angle that he has gone? What is that net angle which he has gone? So that net angle which he would have gone will be 270 minus 225, which is basically 45 degrees. So this angle which is seen over here, that angle is basically 45 degrees. So he's facing now this way, which is southwest direction. Southwest is a D option. Perfect. That is the correct answer. Southwest direction. Is this absolutely clear? Very good. So these kind of questions, directional based questions. A person goes this side, that side, this side. Where is he oriented now? All these kind of questions. I had seen one very funny question long time back. I'm pretty sure you would have heard it as a puzzle. Also, that what do you say? There is a bear, and it goes 3 kilometers to the south. Then it goes 3 kilometers to the west, and then it goes 3 kilometers to the north. And what it finds is that the initial position is equal to the final position. The question is, what is the color of that bear? What is that color of that bear? That is the question. The bear goes 3 kilometers south, then it goes 3 kilometers west and 3 kilometers north, and it finds itself in the same location. So think about it. 3 kilometers south is like this, 3 kilometers west is like this, 3 kilometers north is like this. How is it possible that my initial and final location are same? Actually, there should be some displacement. So a lot of people got confused in this. But actually, the question is even more trickier than what you seem to be. So what happens is he's actually at the North Pole. So from the North Pole, he has gone south, and then he has gone west, and then he has come back like this. So he is back to the North Pole. He's basically back to the North Pole. Yes, he has gone like this. So this is basically the latitude of the Earth. This is latitude of the Earth. He is back to the North Pole. At North Pole, which kind of bear is there? Polar bear. So this is a polar bear. And polar bears are which color? Brown, black, blue, indigo, orange, maroon, white. Obviously white. So hence the answer is white. Yeah. Bear kind of looks dangerous. No, this is Pavam bear. His hands are also not there. Papa, it is just running on two legs. I should have at least drawn hands for the bear. When I draw the hands, then it will be amazing. Like it will have sharp things and it will obviously eat you. Okay, so that bear is scary. Okay, some people told, sir, you have drawn orange bear with using orange pen, so it is orange in color. Genius. Okay, and some people thought, sir, in the booklet when it was printed, sir, it was black in color, so the bear is black. Utter genius. That those are called utter genius, ultra legend people. Okay, they get full marks in every exam. If nation is coded as 46723, earn is coded as 1654, then attention should be coded as. Think about it. Sir, leave the bear. Handicapped bear. Ayo, no. Pavam bear. Okay. Ha. Come on, guys. Think about this particular question. Okay, I know. Tomorrow morning we have exam, but people are tense, man. Just keeping up the mood light, or else you guys under tension, no, score very less marks. So please stay calm. Under a cool mind, you can solve more questions. Okay, what do you do over here? I have a feeling they might have. Are they using alphabet numbers? No, I don't think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I think every alphabet has been assigned a number. So let's see what is A over here. We'll get a confirmation. A over here is probably 6, the second alphabet, the second number. Here A is the second alphabet. Oh, that is also 6. So that means they have coded the alphabets. So A over here will be 6. So it should start from 6. I don't even have to solve the question. There is only one option like that. It is D. Yeah, directly I have marked it as D. See how easy it was. Yeah, you don't even have to solve the entire thing. But if you decided to solve it, you can. no issues. Like say for example, the alphabet N, which is the first alphabet, which is 4 and 4. Here last alphabet, which is also 4. So here it is N, that should be also 4. As you can see, 4 is right over here, guys. 4 is right over here. So every alphabet has been given a code and you can figure it out. No need to solve it. Don't be a hero. No, 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 no. I will check every alphabet. If you do such things, you are going to waste a lot of time. Please don't do that. You got it? It's the job of the examiner to make sure all these things are coded properly. It is not your headache. It is a headache of the examiner to do this thing. So such questions, be smart. Move on. Okay, I have put the coding over here. If the hide word and the cage word are coded as something, then what is the code for high? Okay, I think again it is very similar in nature. Let's see, guys. H over here is 19. Okay, maybe. So maybe this H over here is also 19. Oh my God. Direct question. Are you kidding me? Okay, let's confirm this once, maybe with this alphabet of E. So whether we are right or wrong. E over here, E over here. This will be 11. Oh, perfect. E is 11. So the word are coded properly. So I, you can check it out if you want again. This word I over here is coded as 23. So this is also 23 for the word I, sorry, for the alphabet I. So yes, it is perfectly coded 1:1 correspondence. No change over there. Okay. Yes, these questions are not even 5 seconds questions. Perfect. Great, 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 great. Sometimes see, what are the usual kinds of questions that you get over here, guys? Either direct, either direct coding means you have alphabets A, B, C, D, and they are coded directly to some number 1, number 2, number 3, which happened in few of the things. Then sometimes what they do, see, this alphabet over here will be, let's say, +1. The next alphabet over here might be -1. The next alphabet over here again will be +1. And maybe the next alphabet over here might be -1. So alternate is also possible. Sometimes they give direct increment +1, or let's say +2, or something like that. B is to again, C is to again. So whatever, +1 or +2, something like that. So usually that is the most common coding which is implemented. Then another kind of coding that they might implement is again an alternate scheme, where let's say the first alphabet is incremented by +1. The next alphabet might be not incremented at all, or might be decremented, or might be incremented by another amount, or maybe 0. Again, they might go to the next one +1, and then D might be incremented by +2 or not incremented at all. That is another possibility. And one weird is where A is connected to Z, B is connected to XYZ. So this is why C is connected to X, like that. So in the reverse order. So the last alphabet is the first alphabet, the second alphabet is the second last alphabet. All these tricks are generally implemented. Okay, got it, my dear students? Sometimes it could be a progression also, meaning, say for example, A is incremented by 1, B is incremented by 2, the next alphabet is incremented by 3, and the next alphabet is incremented by 4. So such things also are possible. All these are the different things that you should check immediately. Is that clear? Yep, very good. And remember the middle alphabet, which is the middle alphabet of your English dictionary, guys. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, 26 alphabets are there. Okay, which is the most exact middle, close to middle, 13th alphabet. Yes, which one is this? You should know the 13th alphabet. Which one it is? Come on, let me see how many of you are going to spam the answer quickly. Come on, calculate it in case you do not remember it. Everyone? Yes? Very good. Finally, some of you are putting it up. Yes, M. M, correct. Finally, M is the middle alphabet. Correct. So you should know that sometimes even that can be used. They can code the middle alphabet to the first, second, like A is with M, B is with L, M, N, so N, then C is with O. So again, direct relation, but first alphabet to 13th, second alphabet to 14th, third alphabet to 15th, like that also can happen. So all these things, please explore. Okay. So I've given you all the tricks. Next one, sequence and series, guys. You have to basically, it's like not that arithmetic and geometric progression, but some kind of, I would say some kind of operation will be done from one number to the next number. So you have to predict the next number over here. As far as I can see, it is a decreasing one. So it looks very complex, but maybe I'm seeing a lot of repetition over here. Oh, interesting, guys. Look at it. From here to here, the number 5 goes off, and the rest of the things are as it is. Can you see it? Rest of the things are as it is over here. Okay. Then what is happening? Oh, the rest of the things are as it is. The 7th, the last number is taken out. So this is just brought over here. Okay. So what is happening after this again? Oh, this number 8 is taken out, and this much part is brought over here as it is. So what will you do next? It is obvious now. You will get rid of 3, and this number will be brought ahead. Yes, get rid of the number 3. So 96542, 96542, which is option D. See, such things can also happen. Suddenly removing one digit. Just removing one digit. Yeah? Everybody saw that? No, it is not B. Be careful. Why is it B? No, you don't have to remove the first. It's alternate. Once they are removing the first number, then they are removing the next number, last number. Then again the first number, then the last number. So if you remove the last number digit, that will give you 96542. Is that okay? It is not B. Lot of people make this mistake, and I know you will write, this thing 65423 by forgetting 9. Be careful, guys, such questions. Okay. Next question on your screen. Here it is. Ornithologist is to what? Archaeologist is to archaeology. Wow. Guys, if you know this, okay, come on, you know it, or else you don't know it. Archaeologist studies archaeology. Ornithologist studies islands, aquatic animals, mediators. Is he a mediator, or does he study bird? What do you think? Okay. Come on, my dear students. Yes, the correct answer is birds. Perfect. If you know it, you know it. Yeah, it's the study of the birds. Okay. So such kind of questions may also come, just to check your general aptitude as well. Moving on to the next one. Arrange the words in a meaningful sequence. Key, door, lock, room, switch on. What do you do first? I think it's a sequence of events which you do. First, you take the key. So I think first you take the key and open the lock, not the door. You open the lock, and the lock opens the door, and you enter the room, and then you switch on the light. So I think it should be 1, 3, 2, 4, 5. 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, which is C option. 1, 3, 2, 4, 5. Yes, C option. How many of you wrote it? Yep. Oh, school ka bio काम में आ गया. Very good. Excellent. Chalo. Let's go to the next question. This looks like chemistry to me, but I don't think it is chemistry. B2CD blank, BCD4, B5CD, B6C, BC6D. Oh my God. Okay. So what is happening over here? If you notice, this coefficient, this subscript is shifting from B to C to D in a cyclic manner, and every time it shifts, it is incrementing by 1. So the subscript is incrementing by 1 and shifting in a cyclic order. So from B, it should shift to C, and from 2, it should go to 3. So BC3D, BC3D, yes, it is B option. B option. Very good. Excellent, guys. Excellent. Okay. Very good. Very good. Very good. Awesomeness. Shall we go ahead to the next question, guys? Coming up on your screen. Okay. Sir, why can't you talk in Hindi and explain in Hindi? Pragya, this is an English channel, Hindi channel. So many are there. Who is thinking about our students who want to learn in English? Nobody. We started this channel in 2020 just so that all the English medium students learn in English. Number 1. Number 2, when you go for a job, you have to talk in English. Number 3, when you go apply for foreign or any other institute, or even if you're studying in IIT, NIT, anywhere, you will be eventually, you join a company, anything, you will be doing all the things, learning, academic things, everything will be in English. So why not? I mean, there is no question at all. Okay. You have many channels for Hindi. You can definitely feel free to watch them, but English channel, this is the one. And trust me, this is not just an English channel for the sake of it, but this is a channel which gives you quality content far better than many of the Hindi channels. I'll tell you that also openly. Okay, because we take care of many exams like UGEE, you search for it. Not many channels have done it. Okay, we are the first ones to do KVPY back in 2021. Yeah, in 2021 when nobody was doing it on YouTube, so an English channel had to step in. Many times you have taken stands for our students. Like there was a clash of examinations in Tamil Nadu. State board exams were clashing with one of the things. Nobody was talking about it. We stood for it and the exams got postponed. Yeah, so that is the power of this channel. Let me tell you that. Arrange the words given below in a meaningful sequence. Police, punishment, crime. First crime will happen, then police will come, then he will take him to the judge will give the judgment, and finally he will be punished. So punishment 2 will come in the end, which means the D option. Perfect. Yep. Shall we go ahead to the next question, guys? Coming up on your screen. Okay, let's go. Oh, what is this? What is this section? Verbal reasoning and all of that. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is like a relationships. Pointing to a photograph of a boy, Suresh said. So there was a photograph of a boy. So this is that boy. Okay, Suresh is over here. Okay, Suresh. This is basically your Suresh. So Suresh said, he is the son of the only son of my mother. So Suresh's mom, we will draw. So this is Suresh's mom. Okay, he is the son of the only son of my mother. So if Suresh's mom has a only son, meaning the only son has to be Suresh. The only son has to be Suresh. And he is the son of the only son. So that means this boy is the son of Suresh. So how is Suresh related to the boy? Suresh will be the father of the boy. Hence the answer is D. Always visualize this. This might look like utter comedy to you. No, but this is how when you visualize, you draw, na, things will make sense, or else you will be like, oh wait, say I'm getting confused. No, draw it, it becomes easy. Let's move on to the next question coming up on your screen. Very good. Okay, Papa Ji. All right. Okay. If A plus B means A is the mother of B, A minus B means A is the brother of B, A percentage B means A is the father of B, and A into B means A is the sister of B, which of the following shows that P is the maternal uncle of Q? Maternal uncle, that means mom's side uncle. So if this is Q, Q's mom will be someone. This is the mom of Q. Okay, somebody. That mom's brother, maternal uncle, brother will be basically P. That is what it should be, I think. Yes. Yep. Just check this out. So following shows that P is the maternal uncle of Q. Okay. So guys, one of these expressions is going to be that. So which one is it going to be? Think about it. Some of you are saying B, some of you are saying C. Come on, think about it carefully and let me know what is the correct answer. Yep, think carefully, guys. Yep, some of you are saying B, some of you are saying C. Okay. Come on, my dear students. See, if you do, P has to be what? The brother, right? So some brother relationship has to come. Okay, brother relationship has to come. Okay, brother. Okay, so brother, where is it? It is coming over here. See, A minus B means A is the brother of B. A is the brother of B. So I think minus sign should come over here. That is there here or here. But P has to be the brother. Here Q is the brother of N. No, this says that P is the bro. P is the bro of whom? Of M. P is the bro of M. This is the only place that is happening when it is coming as plus. It means mother. No, P has to be the bro of your mom. Okay. And multiplication, where is multiplication means A is basically the father of B, and A cross B means A is the sister of B. A is the sister of B. Oh, so this is also possible. Another possibility is, okay, fine. This is also possible. We can do this. Yep. You can see that N cross Q over here means, if you see over here, A cross B means A is the sister of B. So that means N is basically the sis of Q. N is basically the sister of Q. And again, now plus means the mother. Plus means the mother. A plus B means A is the mother of B. So this sister's mom is basically M. So I think this is the only thing which is matching over here. So Q is saying my sister is N, and my sister's mom is also my mom. Obviously, Q's sister's mom is also my mom, and my mom's brother. Perfect. This matches. So only C option is the correct one. Is that right? Everyone got it, guys? Perfecto. Let's move ahead to the next type of question coming up on your screen. Oh, this kind of questions are called as syllogisms. And whenever you get the questions of syllogisms, you have to draw a Venn diagram. And Venn diagrams are the easiest way to solve these kind of questions. How? Let's have a look. Some mangoes are green. So draw a set of mangoes and draw a set of green. So some mangoes are green in color, which is correct. Tixo is a yellow. Okay, fine, no issues. So all Tixos are basically yellow in color. All Tixos are basically yellow in color. So all these Tixos are yellow in color. This is what, oh, sorry. These were the conclusions, my bad. So meaning, I'm just showing you how the Venn diagrams work, but these were the conclusions. So what is actually given? Let's have a look. What is actually given? Some mangoes are yellow. This is what is given. So some mangoes are basically yellow in color. So this is what it says. Next one, some Tixos are mangoes. Some Tixos are mangoes. So some Tixos are mangoes. Okay. So some mangoes are green. Can you conclude that? No, definitely not. Where is green color? How do you know? You cannot be so sure. Maybe the green set is over here. So is any mango green? No. So some mangoes are green is definitely wrong. Tixo is a yellow. Who says? Can you see? Can you see any Tixo being yellow? Can you see any Tixo being yellow the way I have drawn it? No, this is also not correct. So none of them are correct. So D option is the correct answer. Okay, yes, D option is the right answer. Clear? So draw Venn diagrams. Perfect. Moving on to the next question, my dear students. Get ready for it. Yep, get ready for it. APRXS and Z are sitting in a row. S and Z are in the center. A and P are at the ends. Oh my God. Okay, how many people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 people are there. So we'll put 6 blanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. A and P are at the ends. So either A will come over here or P will come over here. If A comes, P will come, or A will come over here. So that is what it is. R is sitting to the left of A. See guys, if R is sitting to the left of A, it is not possible with this option. Because left side nobody is sitting. So the only possibility is, because this is not possible, the only possibility then will be by elimination, is that A is actually sitting over here and P is sitting over here, and it is mentioned R is sitting to the left of A. So R will be over here. So R is sitting to the left of A, that is over here. Next is what? S and Z are in the center. Center are basically these places. So this is basically the central places, the two places. Exact center will be here, but obviously that is not a place. So S and Z are here. So if S is here, Z is here. If Z is here, S is here. I do not know which one is true. So either this or this, I don't know. Who has to be the right of P? Only one alphabet is left. Who is that alphabet which is left? I think X is left. X is the only person left. So P is to the right of, sorry, X is to the right of P. So answer is X. Where is it? Yes, option B. Option B is the right answer. Very good. Some of you said D option. No. So such kind of questions, again, draw it and you will get it. Draw it, you will get it. Moving on to the next one on your screen. There are three statements followed by conclusions numbered 1 and 2. You have to take the given statements to be true, even if they seem to be at variance from the commonly known facts. Basically, again, syllogisms. All books are ledgers. All pens are keys. Some pens are books. Which one can you conclude? Okay, all books are ledgers. So this is a set of books and ledgers will be over here. So all the books are in the set of ledgers. All the pens are keys. All the pens are keys. So keys are over here. All the pens are keys. Some pens are books. Oh my God. Okay. So I think we'll do it one way like this. So some pens, so this is a set of pens. Some pens are books. Some of the pens are books. You can see the third statement. And it is also mentioned all the pens are basically keys. So this is a set of keys. So all the pens are keys. Okay. So can you conclude some ledgers are keys? Can you conclude some ledgers are keys? I think so. Definitely. Can you see some of the ledgers are definitely in that keys? Yes. Can you see this part? Can you see this part, guys? Definitely. So this is true. Some keys are books. Some of the keys are books. Yes, that is also possible. So this is definitely possible. So both 1 and 2 follow. I think both 1 and 2 follow. Yes, D option is the right answer. Very straightforward. Yeah, D option. Both of them are correct. Perfect. Great. Let's go to the next question on your screen. Here it is. In a class, there are 4 kids: Hermione, Draco, Claire, and Lumen. One of them had written, "Muggles are awesome" on the blackboard at 10 p.m. Professor Snappy wants to find out the culprit. He questions all of them and gets the following truthful answers. Draco says Hermione did not do it. Hermione says Lumen did not do it. Claire says Draco was playing Minecraft with Hermione at 10 p.m. So who is the culprit? Okay, everybody is correct. Okay, so there are 4 kids over here. Let me show them. Okay, so we have to start eliminating it. Everybody is giving the correct answers. That is very, very important. Nobody is lying. Everybody is giving the truthful answers. Okay, so who and all can be eliminated? Draco says Hermione did not do it. Hermione is over here. So she is out of the picture. Hermione said Lumen did not do it. So Lumen is also out of the picture. Okay, and then Claire says Draco was playing Minecraft with Hermione. Hermione was already out of the picture at 10 o'clock. And exactly at 10 o'clock, somebody was writing it. Oops, sorry. Ha. So Draco, where is he? Yeah, here. So he is also out because he was already playing Minecraft, some game he was playing. So the only possible culprit now is Claire. So Claire should be the answer. Yes, C option is the right answer. C option, very good. No, not Draco. Oh, yo. What is this, man? Cool. Shall we go ahead to the next question? Shall we go ahead to the next question, guys? Perfect. Let's go. Oh, what is this? Some maths puzzles. Some mathematical puzzles can also come. I know Ninja Ma'am has already done some good level maths questions, which are properly from your CBSE or NCERT books. But these are some out of the box thinking questions, which does not require the knowledge of CBSE. The largest 4-digit number exactly divisible by 88. Largest 4-digit number. Okay. Now, if you just talk about the generic largest 4-digit number, that will be 9,999. Now, to find the closest number divisible by 88, let's do one thing. Let's just divide it by 88 and see what is the remainder. Okay, let's just divide it by 88 and let's see what is the remainder. Everybody with me? Okay, perfect. So 88 ones are 88. So this will be basically 11. This 9 will come over here. Ones are 88. Okay, perfect. So 12 and 19. So yes, correct. 12 and 19. Yes. So that will be 31. And one more 9 will come over here. I think this will go 3 times. Yes, this will go basically 3 times, correct? Yes or no, guys? Perfect. How many times will it be? Yeah, 88 into 3. So just 88 is short of 100 by 12. So 12 threes are 36. So take out 36 from 300. So this will be basically 264. So this will be nothing but 5. This goes 11. This will be 55. So basically the remainder is 55. So the remainder is basically 55. That means an extra 55 was there when you divided the largest number. So from 9,999, if you take out that remainder which is there, that will be 100% divisible by 88, and that would be the largest number. That would be the largest number. Yep. How much will it be, guys? 4499. So that will be option A, obviously. Yes, that is correct. Very simple technique. Got it? Understood how we did it? We first divided it by 88 so that we are close to that number which is divisible by 88. And we found the remainder. That remainder part, we chucked it out. So now that number, that chunk will be obviously divisible by 88. Got it? Perfect, perfect. So that is how you do this particular kind of questions. There are 2 dies. The probability, find the probability the sum of them is at least 9 given that one fixed die. So it's basically a fixed match where one of the die is always showing 5 and that another dice is unknown. I don't know, but it has to give the sum which is at least 9. That means it has to be more than or equal to 9. So what are the possible options for that dice? It can give you the number 4, it can give you the number 5, or it can give you the number 6. But actually any dice can give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. But what are your most favorable outcomes? These are in your favor, but these are the actual number of outcomes. These are all the possible outcomes which might be favorable, non-favorable. So the actual answer will be, take the division of these two, sorry. These are 3 numbers. These are basically 6 numbers. So the probability is basically half. Yep. The answer is option A. The answer is option A. Very good. Very laddu paddu questions also can come like this. Okay. Shall we go ahead to the next question, my dear students? Okay, let's go to the next question. Wow, we have come on to case studies. Amazing, guys. This is going to be fun. Let's see if you can do this. A group of eagles are moving in a circle of radius r at a height r from the surface of Earth. Also, a group of men are standing and watching them, that too in a circular geometry. What is the radius of the circle in which the people are standing and watching the eagles if theta is the angle? This is a 3-dimensional question. Just visualize this a little bit. Okay, this is going to be very interesting. Just imagine this. Okay, this is one plane. Okay, and just imagine this particular plane like this. Okay, and in this particular plane, what is happening is these eagles are going in a circular path, something like this. These eagles are going in a circular path like this. Just imagine it to be here. Okay, Chumma, I'm putting it over here. Okay, in a circle of radius r. So that means this is basically your r. And the eagle is flying at a height of r from the surface of the earth. Okay, so just imagine this horizontal plane, which is your earth, basically the ground surface, something like this. So slightly difficult, but I'm trying. I hope you are able to visualize it. And this ground plane is basically at a height of, again, r from the altitude at which the birds are flying. So this is where the birds are flying. And now the people on that particular earth are also standing in a circle and they are observing those birds. So it is something like this, guys. See if you are able to visualize this now. See if you are able to visualize this now perfectly. Okay. And their circles radius is unknown, and that is what has been asked. And they are also telling you the theta is the angle of inclination at which the people are seeing those birds, meaning this. Observe, if the bird is here, if the birds are here, then this particular angle which is shown over here, that is basically theta. And this distance is asked. Is the diagram now clear? I have tried to explain this in a very beautiful manner. I have taken some time, but this is just for you to visualize. Now think about it. If this is r, okay, then obviously, then I'll just do it on the next step. So obviously, even this is going to be r, right? Even this is going to be r, right? And this is a right angle triangle. So can you quickly guess how much will this side be? How much will this side be? Assume that it is x. So you can say tan theta in this triangle is opposite side by adjacent side. So x will be r divided by tan theta, which is basically r cot theta, obviously. So x is r cot theta. Now, another thing that you should notice over here is if this is r, even this particular part over here, is r. So the total radius which is asked for me, this is asked, right? So this particular r will be this r plus this x, which means it will be r plus r cot theta. R plus r cot theta, which is option A, of course. R plus r cot theta. Many of you said C or D. That is wrong. Many of you said D option. Some of you said C, I guess. But yes, now you are saying A after doing this geometry. Is this clear? See, you, I have already mentioned this. NTA is playing with all the students, mark sheet. They are not being very transparent. I have already mentioned this, and many students are complaining that, I mean, we are also helpless now. What else to do? I mean, all the students are writing mails, all the students are complaining. We are making videos, we are again tweeting, we are doing everything, but they are not even listening. So the only option is to go to the court now. If OMR sheets are not being issued properly, or if you are not able to check the answers, because obviously it's an injustice. I have already told this. So that is the only way we have to go now. We have to go to the court and prove our point. The wings of some plane are slightly raised from the horizontal level. There are 4 forces acting on the aeroplane, which include the drag force, the lift force, the buoyant force, and the gravitational force. One of these forces might be the reason behind the tilt of the wings of the plane. Which of the following options gives the best explanation? Okay, so whenever you have an aeroplane, the wings of it are probably tilted slightly, maybe. And why is it that the wings are tilted? Is it to reduce the drag or to provide thrust force? See, the thrust force, that means the force for the planes to go forward, the thrust comes from the engine. So not because of the wings. So obviously this is wrong. Drag force is to reduce the drag force. The drag forces are taken care by the aerodynamic shape of the entire plane. So the entire fuselage and the wings shapes have to be in streamlined manner so as to reduce the drag. So obviously A option is also eliminated. To allow people walk freely, what nonsense. Which person is going to walk over here freely? This is ridiculous. This is a joke. It is basically lift force. So it is using Bernoulli's principle, the difference of the pressure which is created because of the differential speeds. That is the reason why the lift force is created. So hence the answer is D, of course. Wow, another question, big question. Read it. Please read it, guys. Okay, I don't have the stamina to read such a big question now. Okay, come on, everyone, spam the answer after reading it. Spam the answer after reading it. Okay, come on. Spam the answer after reading it, everyone. Wave is similar to the, okay, consider, okay, what is this? Consider the tension so that it is horizontal. Assume the rope is along the x-axis with gravity along the z-axis. The right end is continuously oscillating. The right end is continuously oscillating, and this particular part is fixed. So in one direction, the rope of amplitude oscillations is negligible. The oscillation travels along the rope and is reflected back. So what will happen? These oscillations, after reaching the end, they will definitely get reflected back and they will travel back. But do not forget, at the same time, you're still oscillating this particular part. So these waves will definitely interfere. Let the total length of the rope be L, mass be m, and the acceleration due to gravity be g. After initial phase, say a minute or so, the rope has, okay, after some time, what kind of wave does the rope have? Come on, guys, what kind of wave does the rope have after a minute or so? Obviously, these two waves will produce a standing wave. Obviously, it will produce a standing wave. So it definitely has a standing wave over here. Is this right? Standing wave. Everyone clear till this point? Okay. Next, after a minute or so, the rope has standing wave, which is dash in nature. What kind of nature is it? Transverse, longitudinal, regular, irregular. Now I don't know what do they mean by regular or irregular, which is transverse standing wave. Obviously, transverse standing wave. I don't think it should be regular or irregular. Chumma they have put irregular or regular. Is that right? Okay, perfect. The third blank, it results from the superposition of the left traveling wave and the right traveling dash waves. Traveling, regular, irregular, stationary waves. What is this going to be? The rope has dash wave, which is dash in nature. Okay. It results from the superposition of the left traveling wave and the right traveling transverse waves. That's all you can say. Right traveling transverse waves, but that is not there. Traveling word is already used. So before blank 3, traveling word is already used. So we cannot use the word traveling. The most appropriate option then will be regular. Regular, because stationary is already the result of it. Irregular, no, it is regular, you can say, because of left and right traveling regular waves. But I'm not really sure if the options were a little bit mismatched over here. I'm not really sure. Regular seems to be the correct one out of these options, but otherwise it should have been regular. Sorry, it should have been right traveling transverse waves. Yeah, that would have been more appropriate. Yeah, so maybe the options are a little bit up and down, I think so, or maybe the words have been interchanged. Anyways, now what is the next option? It says this resulting wave has a frequency dash that of the oscillation frequency. Yeah, the resultant standing wave has the same frequency, equal to. So it has the same frequency as that of the superimposing wave. So it is equal to. And simple dimensional analysis indicates the frequency can be of the form. Frequency can be of which form? See, we know time period. Time period is a 2 pi root L by G. Frequency is 1 by time period. So frequency will be proportional to root of G by L. So root of G by L should be there. So square root of G by L is there over here. So it is basically this one. So it's not like you have to choose out of 5 options over here. Everything you have to select one. So stationary, transverse, regular, equal to, and square root of GL. Okay, G by L. Okay, all right, all right, all right. Cool. Shall we go ahead, guys? Shall we go ahead to the next question coming up on your screen? Here it is, data interpretation based. Okay, in the following figure, how many educated people are employed? Okay, read it carefully, guys. I hope you are able to see these numbers over here: 8, 6, 7, 3, 5, 11, and 17. Come on. Okay. Disha, just solve the questions as much as you can. That's it. That will give you an idea of the exam, and try to have a timing strategy. Try to have a target set of questions. Minimize your negative. Choose questions wisely. There will be difficult questions and lengthy questions. Ignore them. Go backwards, go forward. Okay. Do not guess any options. That's what I would suggest. Right now, you cannot sit and study new theory. All right. How many educated people are unemployed? Educated people is the triangle. Are employed. employed people are over here. So educated people who are employed, if I had to mark it, it will be basically this one, this whole thing, isn't it? Isn't it? This is the whole thing which will be there. Educated people who are employed. So if you see carefully, there are 6 people over here, and in that small region there are 3. So 3 plus 6 will be 9. So I think the answer should be 9. Yes, it is 9. Definitely. The answer is 9. Okay, very good. D option. Many people told the correct answer then. Excellent, guys. Let's go to the next question then. In the following diagram, the same diagram, how many backward people who are not educated are employed? How many backward people? So backward people, that is the circle, who are not educated, that means it should be out of the triangle because the triangle represents educated people, are employed, that means it should be in the circle also. Many things that you have to consider. So let's see, guys, you have to consider the backward people who are outside the triangle, these are the backward people who are outside the triangle. So this is exactly the meaning of this phrase. How many backward people who are not educated, but they should also be employed. But they should also be employed. Employed also should be there. So this is what that part should be, because this is the circle which represents employed people. And in that small part, I can see 5 people present. In that small part, 5 people are present. So option A is the right answer. Just check this out. Yep, very good, very good, excellent. All right. Okay, so now this particular question, guys, these questions, again, graphical based questions, I think we can keep it as homework. I'll be giving it to you as homework, but still, we'll just have a look at it so that you have an idea. This bar graph gives below the sales of books in thousands of numbers. This is in thousands, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, like that, of from 6 branches, so branch 1, branch 2, branch 3, branch 4, etc., for 2 years. So the blue one is maybe the year 2000 and the red one is maybe the year 2001. The sales of the books in thousands and numbers from 6 branches are given from a publishing company, and based on this data the questions are asked. What is the ratio of the total sales of branch 2 for both years to the total sales of branch 4 for both years? So branch 2 to branch 4, both the years. Okay, so branch 2 to branch 4. Come on, solve this. Meanwhile, I'll check with Diksha ma'am. Hmm. One second, guys. Hmm. So what have they asked? Branch 2 to the total sales of branch 4. So this is 75 and 65. So 75 and 65. Just check this out. 75 and 65. Branch 4 is 85 and 95. This is 85 and 95. They have asked the ratio of it, isn't it? They just asked the ratio of it. Yep. So how much will it be, guys? Yeah, this will be 140. And how much will this be? 180. Yeah, 0 cancels. 14 by 2 is 7, 18 by 2 is 9, so 7 by 9. So I think the answer will be 7:9. Yes, that is the right answer. Perfect. Okay, very good. Great, great. Now, the next question, I think I have kept it as homework. So all these other questions I have kept it as homework. Also, I'm giving you some additional practice for your, that language-based questions, like where things are again in the coded form. This is that, this is this. So then what is maths equal to? Or for example, again, what is this word equal to? So those kind of language based questions also we have kept it as homework. Okay, so guys, that is it from my side. I will call upon now Diksha ma'am. Yeah, she'll be starting the session right now. Cool. Just 1 second. Ready, ma'am? ठीक है मैं बंद कर रहा हूँ. All right. So Diksha ma'am will be starting now.
Hi everyone. So as you have done reasoning also, right? And you have done some parts of aptitude, different mixed kind of questions you have done till now, right? Mathematics and physics questions also you have done till now. So now here I'm going to pick up some conceptual questions, like basic conceptual questions, right? There is no particular like you. I'm picking it from a proper subject, but that is conceptual questions that is written in your syllabus. Next is we are going to do some linguistic questions, and then we are also going to do graph based questions of chemistry and graph based questions, graph based questions of chemistry and passage and case based questions of chemistry. So if you all are ready for that, then let me know in the chat box so that I can start the session here, right? Okay. So are you all ready? Firstly, I'll be starting with a normal question of graph, right? Then we will increase our level, right? Okay. So first is, as you can see on your screen, okay, what kind of questions, right? Okay, you may find that, okay, this is tough, but in reality, if you have good conceptual knowledge, then definitely you will be able to answer this, right? Now, the first question is the equation above represents the decomposition of compound uh, XY2. This is the decomposition of this compound. The diagram below shows two reaction profiles, path 1 and path 2 for the decomposition of XY2. So this is XY2. This is the diagram that is given to you. That is the graph that is given to you, right? Now what they are asking you is, which of the following most likely accounts for the difference between reaction path 1 and reaction path 2? Between 1 and 2. And what are the options? First option is, okay, first is what is path 1? This is path 1, which has high activation energy. Path 2 has low activation energy, that we can see from the graph, right? They're asking you, options are a higher temperature in path 1. They're asking you the correct, which will account for the following, which will suggest that, okay, this is the correct option. Higher temperature in path 2. See, this graph is telling us nothing about the temperature. Okay, it is telling us about the activation energy here, right? So answer should be related to activation energy. Next is the pressure of catalyst, the presence of catalyst in path 1, presence of catalyst in path 2. So this one of this might be the correct answer. If you see this, which will have presence of catalyst. This path 2 has low activation energy. That means catalyst will be present in path 2. So we can say that the answer is D is the correct answer, the presence of catalyst in path 2. Okay. Now coming to next question here. Oh, I think yes, this we have done, right? Okay. Now next one is this, by mistake I have written here B. Right? This will not be B, this will be D. Okay. By mistake I have written here B. The answer is D. Okay. That is the presence of catalyst in path 2. That is the correct answer. Next is, which of the following statement about the reaction coordinate shown below is false? Now they have given you four options here. This diagram is given to you regarding the graph. Now they have given three, there are two intermediates. So if you focus on this particular diagram here, we know that the highest point is the intermediate. So we have how many intermediates here? This is reactant, this is the product formation. So we can see how many, which of the following statement about the reaction below is false. False they are asking you, right? Next is they are saying overall reaction is endothermic, delta H is less than this. First step is rate determining step. So now let us see one by one which is the correct answer. If you see this here, there are two intermediates. Are there two intermediates or three intermediates? This is the first activation energy. You will get first intermediate here because this is the reactant, this is the product, right? You will get first intermediate, you will get the second intermediate. So number of intermediates are going to be 2. That is the correct answer. Okay, number of intermediates will be 2 only. If you see here, this is the reactant, this is the transition state of first intermediate, transition state of first intermediate, this is the transition state of second intermediate, this is intermediate number 1, this is intermediate number 2, and in the end you will have your product. Okay, that means you have 2 intermediate. Overall reaction is endothermic, that means delta H is positive. Oh, this here they are saying delta H is negative. So what is delta H? Delta H is equals to H of product minus H of reactants. Now product, we can see that product is less as compared to reactants. That means this is going to be negative because HP is less than HR. So this is going to be negative. That means it is going to be an exothermic reaction. So answer is B is the incorrect option. Overall reaction is not endothermic, it is exothermic in nature. Third question here is, third question, let us see that. Third part students, third question is, a student titrates 25. Now here we will start some good level of questions. Till now I was just giving you, I was brushing the concepts so that you can get comfortable with the graph. Okay, first 2 questions, those many easy questions they don't ask. Right? First 2 questions was just to give you a hint that you can get comfortable with the graph. Okay. Now we are starting with some very interesting questions based on all the parts of chemistry. First is the student titrates 25 milliliter of 0.1 CH3COH, okay, with 0.1 NaOH. That means what you have here is weak acid plus strong base. Okay. The following titration curve is obtained. This is the titration curve that is obtained, and here they are telling you the equivalence point is 8.72. See, if you have strong acid and strong base, equivalent point should be 7. Here equivalent point is 8.72, that is correct. Now let us see what is the question that they are asking. They are asking based on the titration curve described, which of the following statement is correct statement here, right? Now, first is the pH at the equivalence point is 7 because neutralization always result in the neutral solution. No, that is not true. If you have strong acid and strong base, in that case pH would be 7. Here they have given it as 8.72. Why? Because we have strong base. Let's say you have strong acid. Let's say you have strong acid plus weak base. In that case, pH should be less than 7, right? Okay. So now here this statement is the incorrect statement. Next is a buffer region exists before equivalence point due to presence of CH3COH and CH3COO negative. Now if you see this buffer region here, this before the equivalence point there will be buffer region. Why we can say, acha, ma'am, I don't know buffer region, and how can we identify this from the graph itself? So you can answer this from the graph also. How you can answer this from the graph? Let us see. See students, this point you can see the pH is constant. And what is the definition of buffer? As you are adding NaOH, here your volume of NaOH is increasing. You are adding NaOH, but there is no change in the pH. That means it is a buffer solution. So here at this point, it is existing as a buffer only, which is your correct answer. That is the correct statement, right? Next is if HCl were titrated instead of CH3, the curve would look the same. That is incorrect. If let's say you are adding HCl, strong acid, strong base, in that case the equivalence point will change, right? Equivalence point, that is why the curve will not look the same here. The equivalence point will be 7. It will be different, okay? Methyl orange is the best indicator. That is also not true. Why? Because when you have, this is weak acid plus strong base, this we did in SUPR questions also. In that they asked in a simple form. Now here to complicate the question, they have asked it in statements, okay? So now here weak acid and strong base, phenolphthalein is a good indicator here. Reason, because we have strong base here, right? So methyl orange would be better. If you have, let's say, strong acid and weak base, then we can use methyl orange. Okay. So answer will be B is the correct answer here. Is that clear? Okay. Let us now see the next question here. That is, a student studies the reaction. I want all of you to answer this. Okay. I see you guys are like, at least try to answer. Okay. I know you were answering when there was reasoning, ma'am, then we were happy. Right, ma'am? Oh, ma'am, chemistry, ma'am, we don't like, ma'am. Okay, but still you have to answer this because that is going to be in your exam, right? So a student studies the reaction between magnesium and dilute HCl, right? Which produces H2 gas. Okay, this is time, and here there is volume of H2 gas. Now, as the time is increasing, volume of H2 gas is increasing. That I can see from the graph. They measure the volume of H2 gas evolved over time and plot this graph. They were doing experiment. They plotted this graph. Let us see what is the question. What does the flattening of the graph tell us about the reaction? That means here what we see, the graph is flattened. So what this tells us about the reaction? So basically this is based on your limiting reagent. How? So see, you have Mg plus you have HCl. We know that it is going to give us H2, right? So what will happen? Initially, what is the volume of H2 gas? It is high. Why? Because initially you have a lot of amount of HCl here, right? You have good amount of Mg. As this reaction will proceed, you will not have one of the reaction, because when there is flattening, one of the reactants will be totally consumed, right? So the other reactant will not be able to take part. Either this flattening will say either both of the reactant are totally consumed or one of the reactant is totally consumed. Let us see the options here. Options are, the reaction is still going on but very slowly, right? This may confuse you. If you see this, the reaction is not going on. There is no H2 that is eliminated. H2 is not produced. That means the reaction is not going on, right? The reaction has stopped. One of the reactants are used up or both the reactants are used up. Hydrogen gas is dissolving in acid. No, that is not. You might think that, okay, ma'am, complicated question. Maybe hydrogen gas is getting dissolved. No, that is no information regarding hydrogen gas dissolving is given in the graph. Nothing like that will happen. Temperature is decreasing. No information regarding the temperature is given in the graph. So you can't say regarding something about the temperature, right? You have to answer only according to the graph. So in the graph, these two things are not mentioned to us. So that is why answer will be, the reaction has stopped, one of the reactant is consumed. Okay. Next question, students. Let us see. A student, okay, that is clear, no? Students, it is very simple. So basically we are saying as the reaction is proceeding, it is flattening. That means there is no H2 production. Even time is increasing, there is no H2 production. That means here in the end all the reactants or maybe some limiting reagent is already consumed. Okay. So that is why they can also ask you, this can be a question of limiting reagent, something like that. Right. Next is, a student heats up. Now let us see, first you have to see what kind of question this is, from which chapter this is. Okay, first you have to identify that. So two curves are given to us. Firstly, let me just mention metal A and metal B. This is metal A and this is metal B. Okay, a student heats up equal masses of two different metals. Two different metals are given to you, A and B, using same Bunsen burner. Okay, in the same burner, you are heating two metals. They record the temperature rise over time. This is time. And you are seeing that with respect to time, what is the temperature rise? That means, okay, tell me temperature rise is what? What is this? Heat capacity. Heat capacity is the heat absorbed according to the temperature, right? Every 1 degree Celsius, how much amount of heat is absorbed, right? So you will see here, they record the temperature rise over time and plot the graph. Okay, that means on the same amount, we know that if there is the same amount of the Bunsen burner is same, that means same amount of heat you are providing, right? See, you know that heat capacity is equals to Q by T. Now we know that if this is same, that means Bunsen burner is providing the same heat. This is different. Temperature is different for both of them. Let's say any point, let's say at time, I'm saying let's say time 30. I know that here I have 2 points. Okay. This is between around 58. This is around 50. Right. That means the temperature is different for both of them. That means if I talk about the heat capacity, that is inversely proportional to the temperature. The one which has more temperature is going to have less heat capacity, right? Is that clear from the graph what actually we want to see? Now let us see the question here. Which of the following conclusion is most likely correct? Metal A is a higher specific heat capacity. Metal B has higher specific heat capacity. Both metals have equal specific heat capacities. Metal B is better conductor of electricity. See, there is no talk about conductor of electricity. So this you can't say. Same, you can't say because the temperature is different. At same time, both the temperatures are coming out to be different here. So you can't say that heat capacity is same, right? So heat capacity is same, that is also incorrect. Now we have to see which metal has higher heat capacity. Now everybody tell me which metal has higher heat capacity, A or B? So if you see the temperature of B is more as compared to temperature of A, so heat capacity of B will be less as compared to heat capacity of A. That means heat capacity of A is going to be more. So you will say heat capacity of A is going to be more than that of B. So answer is A is the correct answer. Is that clear? Very good. Is that clear? Right? A is the correct answer. Okay. Now let us see next question here. Let us see next question. That is, yes, I am happy to see all of you answering the questions, right? Okay. A student observes the emission spectrum of hydrogen. This is the emission spectrum of hydrogen. Okay. You might be like, oh my God, ma'am, what is this? But in reality, this is a very simple question. Okay. Let us see. Okay. Now I want you guys to answer this. Try to answer. I know you will be able to answer that. A student observed the emission spectrum of hydrogen using a spectrometer. The resulting graph show intensity of the light versus wavelength. So this is the wavelength. That means you are giving the light, that you are giving the photons. Some points it is showing some peaks. Okay. Some peaks, that means some points it is showing the intensity at some wavelengths only. Right? What we have studied from the graph, only at some wavelengths it is showing the intensity, not at all wavelengths. Now, let us see the question here. Right? Question is, which of the following statement best explains the appearance of these peaks? Why these peaks appears? Right? What I'm saying? Peaks are appearing on a specific wavelength. On a specific wavelength, you see the peaks. Okay, mark this line. This is very important. The peaks correspond to the energy transition between different electron orbital in the hydrogen atom. Okay, ma'am, Bohr model says that if you talk about a particular orbit, it will have particular energy. A particular orbit, if it has particular energy, then it will have a particular wavelength also, right? If it has a particular wavelength, that means this is going to show this graph. So according to Bohr model, this is Bohr model only in a different way. This is Bohr model only. We know that Bohr model, specific orbits have specific energy. That means specific wavelength they will have, right? That is why you will see emission spectra only at specific wavelengths. Okay, that is the reason. So the peak corresponds to energy transition between different electron orbitals in the hydrogen atom. That is right. The peaks represent absorption of light. No, this is emission spectra. So this will not tell you absorption of light, right? Next is the peaks are caused by movement of protons. Not at all. These are because of the shifting of the electrons here, right? And giving us the complementary colors, absorption, right? Okay. Next is the peaks are the result of electron collisions with the hydrogen atom. Not at all. So answer is, according to Bohr model, at a particular orbit you will have particular wavelength. That is why these peaks are at particular wavelengths only. So answer is A is the correct answer. Is that clear to everybody? Is that clear? Right? Okay. Next question is, now this I will draw the line again for you, right? Because what I feel is this is not that correct. So I'll draw it like this. Okay, this is the first line and this is the second line. Okay, this is the second line. They are saying that now this is from organic chemistry. They are saying that this orange one is representing phenol and this is representing benzene. This is how they can ask you questions from organic chemistry, not from the reactions, directly from the graphs. In your syllabus, it is mentioned that graphical questions from PCM, right? So how they can ask you the graphical questions, right? So what you see here, let us observe this firstly. This is time. With respect to time, percentage conversion is increasing. What we are converging here? So we are reacting phenol with nitric acid. That means the reaction will be where you have on benzene, you will have NO2, right? And here on phenol, you will have NO2. This is the reaction that we are doing here, right? Now, can you see this reaction is an electrophilic substitution reaction? An electrophile, that is NO2 positive, that will attack here. A student sets up two separate nitrating reactions, equal volume of concentrated nitric acid and sulfuric acid, that means nitrating mixture you are using, are used as nitrating mixture. Both mixture are kept at same temperature. At fixed time intervals, the student measures the percentage of nitrated product from each the reaction and plots the following. Now, what he is observing from here, that as you prepare from phenol, when you are preparing this particular compound, then from phenol, if you say, let's say at time 20, what you will have? Wait a minute. We will plot one dotted line here to see at one particular point what you will have. Okay. So what you see that at one particular point, the benzene is less, percentage conversion of benzene is less, and percentage conversion of phenol is more. This is what we have studied in the graph, right? Okay. Now we will see what question they are asking you. Based on the graph, what is the most likely reason for the difference in rates? Okay. What is the most likely reason for the difference in rates? Benzene reacts faster than phenol due to resonance stabilization. Resonance stabilization is there in phenol also. So that is not correct. Now we know that from the graph that phenol is reacting faster. What is different in phenol that is not there in benzene? That is OH group, which is donating, which is plus M, which is showing plus M effect. Okay, it is donating the electron. Phenol contains OH group, which increases the electron density on the ring, enhancing the rate of nitration, right? If electron density on ortho and para position is more as compared to benzene, the electrophile, that is NO2 positive, it will easily attack because it's an electrophile. It needs more electron density. That is why B is the correct answer here. Phenol contains OH group, which increases the electron density, enhances the rate of reaction of phenol as compared to benzene, right? Okay. Next question is, a student conducts 3 esterification reactions under identical conditions, right? A student conducts 3 esterification reactions. 3 esterification reactions he did. First is alcohols, 2 degree, 3 degree, all 3 kinds of alcohol we did. Now, one thing you need to know here is, alcohol has the formation of carbon. When you do esterification reaction, from alcohol you form carbocation. Okay. Let us see. Each alcohol is reacted with acetic acid in presence of few drops of this. The percentage conversion of ester is recorded. What they have recorded is this. Okay, are you able to see this? Firstly, from red line, they have shown you, red line is for 3 degree alcohol. Then you have green line, that is for 2 degree alcohol. Now, what you observed from here? Anybody? What you observed from here? Blue line is for 1 degree alcohol. Blue line is for 1 degree alcohol. What we observed here, that the rate of 3 degree is greater than 2 degree than 1 degree, right? This is the observation from the graph, right? This is the observation from the graph. Now let us see what we will do here. What is the question? In which of the following statement best explains the trend observed? Okay, primary alcohol reacts fastest. That is not true. 3 degrees reacting the fastest. Tertiary alcohols shows the highest reactivity due to greater carbocation stability during the transition state. Okay, all alcohols react at same rate. That is not true. Esterification does not depend on the nature of alcohol. That is also not true. Correct answer is 3 degrees reacting the fastest. Why? Because of the carbocation stability. Because we know that 3 degree is more stable here. Okay. This question is quite similar to the question that we have done just now. And that's why I would want you guys to answer this, because this is the same question that I just did, right? The way of asking this question is different. Okay. A student carries out SN1 substitution reaction. So SN1 substitution, we know that this means they are talking about carbocation, right? 3 degree, 2 degree, 1 degree halides we have used. Now they are saying this is the graph that you will have, right? A blue line is representing 1 degree, this is representing 2 degree, this is representing 3 degree alkyl halide. Let me know in the chat box if all the graphs are clearly visible, right? Now here, what they are asking you, let us see what they are asking you. Here we know that the rate of 3 degrees greater than 2 degrees greater than 1 degree, right? Let us see what they are asking you. They are asking that what does this graph indicate about SN1 mechanism? 1 degree alkyl halide react fastest? No. 3 degree alkyl halide react fastest because it forms most stable carbocation. That is B is the correct answer. So that's why I had two same kind of questions just for you, so that you're able to understand what is the concept behind this, right? Now, this is our last question of graph, right? Okay, students, this is our last question of graph. After that, we are going to see case-based questions here, right? Let us see that. First is a student prepares a series of octahedral complexes of a transition metal ion with different ligands. So this is the transition metal ion. They have given you graph of wavelength and ligands. We know that as we go from iodine to Cn, ligand strength increases. That we know, right? We have done chemistry also, right? As we go here, ligand strength is increasing. And here what we can see, the lambda is decreasing. So basically what happens, if ligand strength is increasing, energy also increases. That is why lambda decreases. This is what we can understand from the graph and from the knowledge that we have from chemistry. Now, let us see the question that they are asking you. What is the correct interpretation? First is strong field ligand cause larger crystal field splitting leading to lower energy transition. Okay. Strong field ligand will cause larger splitting leading to lower energy transition. Transition will be high then, no? Weak field ligand results in absorption due to UV region. Okay. As ligand field strength increases, DD transition energy increases. All ligand absorb the same wavelength in octahedral complexes. This is definitely not correct. All ligand have different octahedral energy, right? As ligand field strength increases, DD transition also increases. That we have seen here. As strength increases, the energy, ligand field strength, the DD transition energy will also increase. So answer will be C is the correct answer. Is that clear to everybody? C is the correct answer. First is strong. This is absolutely wrong. Why? Because they are saying strong ligand field will increase the gap. That means energy will increase, not decrease. Okay. And weak field ligand result in absorption of UV region. Nowhere they have mentioned Lyman, Balmer or something like that. Right? So that is not correct. Next is case-based passage-based questions. Okay. Let us do case-based questions, students. Everybody. Right? Let us do case-based questions here. Some case-based questions we will do. After that, we will do with linguistic questions. Okay. Some linguistic questions also I have picked up for you. Okay, let us do this. Firstly, one idea for you to answer case-based questions, how you're going to answer this. Firstly, you will see the question, then you will see the paragraph. This is paragraph-based question, okay? First, you will see the question, then you will see the paragraph here. So the question is, based on Ria's experiment, which of the following best explains the loss of enzyme activity after heating, right? So if you already know the answer, you can go through this. If you don't know, you can go through this. Ria is researching how temperature affects enzyme activity. She takes enzymes called amylase and studies activity on the starch at different temperature. She notices that enzyme works best at around 37 but loses activity rapidly as the temperature increases. She then studies the structure of amylase before and after heating the using spectroscopy, find that secondary and tertiary structures have been altered irreversibly, right? So that means temperature affects the structure of the enzyme. What is the reason behind that? Enzyme undergoes reversible denaturation. The enzyme is consumed during reaction and hence no longer available. High temperature makes non-covalent interaction leading to irreversible denaturation. High temperature increases the rate of reaction, so much enzyme becomes inactive. Now, what is the correct answer here? Anybody? So, what we will see at high temperature breaks non-covalent interactions leading to irreversible denaturation. Right? This you have studied in protein also. Right? There's also denaturation occurs. That is the reason. Right? So, enzymes are proteins whose functionality depends on 3D structures. High temperature can disrupt hydrogen bonds, hydrophobic interactions leading to loss of secondary and tertiary structures, right? So answer is, wait a minute. So answer is going to be, we're asking the correct high temperature breaks non-covalent bonds. So answer is going to be C is the correct answer, right? Next is based on polymers, right? Usually try to focus on polymers, more questions that are related to environment, okay? Because that have high chances that they will ask you those kind of questions. A researcher team is developing a biodegradable packaging materials to replace traditional plastics. Okay. Now, first is polyethylene PE, widely used, cheap, non-biodegradable. They compare several polymers, right? Polylactic acid derived from renewable sources like corn starch degrades in compost. Nylon 6 is strong, used in fibers, not easily biodegradable. PHBV, a copolymer of 3-hydroxybutanoic acid, and this used in medical sutures. Now, they are asking you, the team is tasked with selecting polymer that is biodegradable, derived from renewable sources, non-toxic upon degradation. You can see for yourself that polylactic acid is that particular polymer. So answer is going to be C is the correct answer. That is polylactic acid, which is a good replacement of the plastics, right? Next question is, in an industrial lab. Now let us see the next question here. Okay, try to answer this. Okay. Here they have asked us question. Firstly, I will not see the paragraph, rather I'll see the question. Which of the following best explains why transition metal like nickel and platinum are effective catalysts? Right? You know what? In these, if you have good knowledge of chemistry, physics, mathematics, chances are you don't even need to go through the paragraph. Yes, you will go through the paragraph if something beneficial is there. Otherwise, try to see the question and try to answer. I know with this, just seeing the question, you will be able to answer, right? And how they will frame the question like this. In industrial lab, engineers are testing different transition metal, this and this. Iron shows moderate catalytic activity. Copper is unreactive towards hydrogen. Platinum gives excellent result but is expensive. Nickel, when finally divided, show high catalytic property. And the question they are asking you is based on why nickel and platinum, they show high catalytic property here. So once you see copper and iron are not showing that much good catalytic property, right? Now, nickel and platinum, let us see, they have completely filled d orbitals which allow easy donation of electrons. No. They form strong ionic bonds. They can change oxidation state and absorb reactants on their surface. their outermost electrons are tightly bound and do not participate in the bonding. Okay, so to you, maybe you will feel, ma'am, all of the answers are seeming to be correct only, right? But if you see this very carefully, right, the outermost electrons are tightly bound and do not participate in the bonding of nickel and platinum. That is definitely not a correct statement. They form strong ionic bond. That is also not the correct statement. They form coordinate bonds, right? Okay. So here it is. They can change the oxidation state and absorb reactants. You will say, ma'am, variable oxidation state is there in iron and those also. But they are not able to absorb the reactants as efficiently as nickel and platinum does. That is why in organic chemistry, you use nickel and platinum because of their absorption capacities. Okay, it's not only because of variable oxidation state that is there in transition elements. That is because of the adsorption. So we were looking for this kind of option. So answer will be C is the correct answer. Okay. Next is a closed system. There is a closed system contains gaseous equilibrium mixture of NO2 and you have N2O4. Okay, this is the equation that is given to you. A student performs the following series of observations. At room temperature, the gas appears light brown. That means this gas they are talking about, which is actually brown in color, right? On cooling, the intensity of the brown color decreases. This is actually colorless gas, okay? This is colorless. So if I say that at room temperature, let's say 25 degrees Celsius, you see light brown. You see light brown. As you decrease the temperature, you see color also decreases. That means the reaction is moving backwards. That means the reaction moves backwards. And this is an endothermic reaction. This is an endothermic reaction. This is also given to us. If you see this according to Lee-Chartlier principle, right, we know that for an endothermic reaction, temperature and rate equilibrium constant are directly proportional, right? That means as the temperature decreases, it will move backwards. As the temperature increases, it will move forwards, right? That means this we can answer that, okay, why this is happening. Upon doubling the pressure, now Lee-Chartlier principle they are applying that upon doubling the pressure, the color intensity fades slightly. So when you increase the pressure, it will move towards less number of moles. So can you tell me where you have less number of moles? Where you have less number of moles? Less number of moles are there, right? Less number of moles are there. This is 1, this is 2. So it will move backward. That is also correct. That is also correct, right? Last is the student knows NO2 is brown and N2O4 is colorless. This is also given to you. Now let us see what is the question that they are asking. Based on the observation, the reaction is exothermic, proceeds a pure no. The reaction is endothermic. Increasing pressure shifts the equilibrium towards colorless product. If you increase the pressure, when you increase the pressure, it will move towards colorless product. That is backward. That is correct. That is correct. That is correct. Lowering temperature increases dissociation of this. Dissociation of N2O4 means forward. When you decrease the temperature, it will move backwards, not forwards, because it's endothermic. So this statement is incorrect. It will move backward. It will move backward, not forward. NO2 acts as catalyst causing degradation of rubber. That is also not correct, right? There is no such thing. These are getting reacted with each other. So answer will be B is the correct answer here. Okay, B is the correct answer, right? Okay. Next question is a chemist is studying the hydrolysis of tert butyl chloride. Tert butyl chloride he is doing hydrolysis here, right? In aqueous ethanol. She measures the reaction rate and notices doubling the concentration of this doubles the rate. Okay. If you double this, rate is doubled. Okay. See, that means it's a first order reaction. That means it's a first order reaction, right? And the rate is dependent on CH3 thrice CCl. And the rate is directly dependent. If you double this concentration, this will be double. That we can know from here. Doubling the concentration of water does not change the rate. That means it is not dependent on the water. So can we say that it is SN1 reaction? It is unimolecular reaction that depends only on one thing, right? The reaction proceeds faster in polar protic solvents. That is also correct because this will be faster in polar protic solvent because that is how carbocation works. A carbocation intermediate is detected, that means it is an SN1 reaction, right? Let us see this here. Which of the following statement is best explained this? The rate determining step involves direct nucleophilic attack of water. The reaction, direct nucleophilic attack is in SN2. That is not correct. This is not SN2, this is SN1. Right? The reaction follows second order kinetics. Not at all. This follows first order kinetics. Polar protic solvents stabilize the transition state and the carbocation. That is true. Polar protic solvent will stabilize this, right? The activation energy decreases with increasing alkyl group branching due to steric hindrance. It is because of the catalyst, and there is no catalyst here. All of them are reactants. Okay, so that is why this is not possible. So answer will be C is the correct answer here. Okay, C is the correct answer. Understood? Right? Okay. Next question is regarding thermodynamics. Let us see. The question is, the reaction is carried out in calorimeter at constant pressure. At constant pressure in calorimeter, the enthalpy change is found to be positive. That means delta H is positive, entropy is also positive. The reaction does not proceed at room temperature, but begins spontaneously at higher temperature. The following best explanation: the temperature dependence of the reaction spontaneity. If you see delta G spontaneity means this will be negative. Okay, we are saying delta G is equals to delta H minus T delta S is negative. That means delta H is less than T delta S, right? So directly from here we can see the reaction always is non-spontaneous due to delta H positive. See, from this equation you will solve this delta H minus T delta S. See, if this is always positive, we can't say it is always non-spontaneous. You should also know that whether delta S, they are saying that delta S is also positive, right? So, if T delta S is less, in that case only it will be spontaneous. You need to have delta H should be greater than, delta H should be greater than T delta S, only then this will be non-spontaneous. So that is not always is incorrect. The reaction becomes spontaneous when when delta H is less than T delta S. That is true, right? Okay. Then you have the spontaneity is unrelated to entropy. That is not true. The reaction becomes spontaneous when delta H is 0. Definitely not true. If you see reaction becomes 0 when delta H is 0. Delta H becomes 0. Now this is positive, right? Then wait a minute. The reaction becomes spontaneous when delta H is 0. They have given us this to be positive. This is also positive, right? I think then there is some this is not a correct statement that they have written here, right? This is also then incorrect. Wait a minute. The reaction becomes spontaneous when delta H is 0. If I put this as 0, this is positive. So this whole is going to be negative. That is spontaneous. So this also will be true, right? I think both the statements should be true. B and C both should be true. The reaction becomes spontaneous when this is and when delta H is 0. But more accurate statement is obviously B. But I would give benefit of doubt to both B and D. Both are correct if I see individually. But here, because they have given delta H is positive, in that case, this statement is more true. But this statement also holds the correct answer. Okay. Next we have is a galvanic cell. Next question is regarding a galvanic cell. Okay. A galvanic cell is constructed using two half cells. The anode is zinc. Okay. The cathode is copper. Okay. The standard electrode potential, this is given to you. The temperature is maintained as if the cell is connected to an external circuit and concentration are this and this are changed. Students, see, let us see this question here. A galvanic cell is constructed using two half cells. This is at anode. This is at cathode. Okay. This is at cathode. Now let us see what is the question. If the concentration of zinc is decreased to 0.1 and the concentration of Cu is increased to this, what will be the new cell potential? This is what they are asking you. So directly from the Nernst equation, you will answer this. Nernst equation is this, right? Here you will put the value of E naught for Daniell cell. We know that it is 1.1. Number of electrons for Daniell cell exchange is 2. 2 electrons are gained, 2 electrons are lost, right? Zn concentration is 0.1, Cu concentration is 2, and here you will see the new electrode potential by putting all the values here, and answer you can easily get. Okay. So these kind of question also they can ask you, which are not basically exactly case-based questions, right? But yes, it's like the same question that they ask you in different exams, right? So I have kept only one question like this because this simple question also they can ask, right? Direct question, right? Otherwise, so they will try to ask questions like this only. The burning of fossil fuel release a significant amount of carbon dioxide. Environmental chemistry is very important. Okay? The burning of fossil fuel releases significant amount of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, contributing to global warming. In addition to combustion of coal and oil produces sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide. Now, nitrogen oxides, which are primarily contributed to acid rain, right? Acid rain can lead to leaching of toxic metals from soil and damage the aquatic ecosystems. Now, they are asking you which of the following method is most effective in reducing the formation of acid rain from industrial processes. How you can decrease acid rain from because of the industrial processes? First is use of scrubbers to remove SO2 from the exhaust of gases. Increasing the use of nitrogen based fertilizers, this will increase NO oxides, right? So that will lead to more acid rain. Reducing the use of renewable energy sources, that will also renewable energy sources. See, if you reduce the use of renewable energy sources, you are leading more to harmful chemicals, right? Increasing the production of CO2. So answer will be use of scrubbers. You need to use scrubbers to eliminate the sulfur dioxides and nitrogen oxides. Then last case-based question we have from chemistry. After that, we are going to start with the linguistic. The question is, the diatomic molecule O2 has been studied in detail using molecular orbital theory. Okay, this and that they will tell. I think two more questions we have. Yes, two more questions we have. Okay. Diatomic molecule is studied using molecular orbital theory. Oxygen has bond order 2. Both the bonding and anti-bonding are partially filled. The molecule exhibit paramagnetism because of the unpaired electron. Right? Now they are asking you which of the following statement about the electronic structure of is most important, is explaining the bond order and paramagnetic properties. So just apply MOT theory here, right? Oxygen, we know that oxygen has this kind of MOT theory 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, not like this. You will fill the electrons like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 electrons, and that are in pi star anti-bonding. Okay. 2 electrons in pi star anti-bonding are there that are unpaired. Oxygen molecule suggests that bonding and anti-bonding orbitals are equally filled leading to 0. That is incorrect. Oxygen has bond order 2 because of the presence of 2 electrons in anti-bonding, which decreases the stability of the, no, not at all. Its bond order is not because of 2 unpaired electrons. The paramagnetism is because of 2 unpaired electrons. Oxygen is paramagnetic is explained by the presence of unpaired electron in the degenerate anti-bonding pi star orbital. That is correct. The bond order of oxygen is calculating from filling the bonding orbitals alone, ignoring anti-bonding. That is not true. Bond order is a number of anti-bonding minus bonding divided by 2. So that is also not true. Next question, last question of case-based. That is, in a river ecosystem, researcher observed that nitrate and phosphate concentration are high due to runoff from nearby agricultural area. Right? So that means in a river ecosystem, researchers observed that nitrate and phosphate concentrations are high in the river area. Okay. As a result, there is increase in eutrophication. Now, you know what is eutrophication? Causing the growth of algae bloom. So basically what happens, because of this nitrates, algae will be more, right? That is called algal blooms. So because of that, to kill that algae, right, they will consume oxygen from the water. That will harm the aquatic life indirectly. How? Because aquatic life needs oxygen to survive, right? But oxygen is already used in eutrophication. That is the reason they are harmful, right? The oxygen levels in the water decreases, leading to hypoxic, wait a minute, hypoxic environment which has less oxygen, where aquatic life is unable to survive, right? Now the question they are asking you, which of following is best explanation for ecological impact of high nitrate and phosphate in the water? Why eutrophication causes oxygen depletion? High nitrate and phosphate level increase solubility? Not at all. Nitrate and phosphate promote growth of aerobic bacteria which consume oxygen causing hypoxia. Okay. Nitrate and phosphate ion act as toxins, directly poisoning. They don't directly poison the aquatic life. Indirectly they do. The decomposition of algal blooms consume oxygen, leading to decrease in dissolved oxygen in the water. That is the most appropriate answer here. That decomposition, when you have to decompose algal blooms, you will consume oxygen, leading to decrease in dissolved oxygen in the water, and that is how it is going to harm the aquatic life. Okay. Okay, students. Now let us do some questions of linguistics. Ready? Everybody, let us do some questions from linguistics. Let us see how many of you. Now, in linguistics, basically, general questions, if you have not gone through linguistics, then I'll tell you some different questions also. Reasoning, all the puzzle kind of questions already you have done. Shreyas sir and Namrata ma'am has already taken those kind of questions, okay? Okay, students, ready? Shall I start that? Okay, now these are going to be interesting questions for you. I know you enjoy these kind of puzzle, these kind of questions, right? Even I enjoy these kind of questions, okay? So now let us see that. First is, which sentence contains syntactic ambiguity? What is syntactic ambiguity? Now, she went to the market yesterday visiting. Syntactic ambiguity means which can mean more than two things. More than two things. More than one thing. More than one thing, right? That means you will see the sentence and you have to see for yourself whether there is some different meaning that you can also get from that sentence. Okay, she went to the market yesterday. That can only mean one thing, that she went to the market yesterday. This is only yesterday went to the market. It cannot be the answer, right? So it has only one meaning. Visiting relative can be annoying. Now it has two meanings. First is visiting relatives that are visiting at your home. They are very annoying. Visiting relatives can be annoying. Second conclusion that you can draw from here is visiting relative. Then when you have to visit the relative, that can be annoying. So there are two meaning of this statements that is representing syntactic ambiguity. So we can say B is the correct answer, right? I slept early last night. That is also one meaning only, right? He gave me a book, one meaning only. So that is having the two meanings here. So option B. Oops. Next is, which pair of words are not semantically related? Semantically related means, if you see this here, anybody semantically, see if they ask you simple, what is which of the following is synonym of? Synonym means semantically related. Okay. Not semantically related means they are asking you antonyms. Ma'am, what is synonyms, antonyms? You have done this in classes, right? So synonyms means which has same meaning. Antonyms means which has opposite meaning. Okay. So basically they are asking you not semantically related means that are the one that are not having the same meaning, right? Buy, purchase. Yes, when you buy something, you are purchase something, same meaning. There are synonyms. Big, large, synonym of each other. Laugh, cry, they are antonyms of each other. So answer will be C is the correct answer. Okay. Begin, start, again the same meaning. Next is, which of the following is minimal pair? Now, ma'am, what is minimal pair? Ma'am, what do you see? It's not like questions are tough. These meanings you should know. What is semantically related? What is syntactic ambiguity? So these are the meanings that you should know. Okay. Which of the following is minimal pair? Minimal pair meaning what? Minimal pair means they should have not the vowel sound. I am not talking about the vowel sound. Okay, what are vowels? Vowels are, wait a minute, A, E, I, O, U. These are the vowels. Okay. Now, I am not talking about that the vowels should be same, right? I am talking about that if you see here, the sound, wait a minute, if you see this is bank, this is tank, this is spin, this is spun, this is map, this is mat. Okay. Now here, what is changing here? Here you can see I and U are changing. Here I and double E are changing. Here bank and tank are totally opposite. Map and mat are totally opposite here. Right? So minimal pair, that means that has a minimum change here. That is ship and sheep here. Okay. Spin, spun, no. Ship and sheep, that has the minimum pair, minimal pair. Right? So answer will be ship, I and sheep. Okay. So when you pronounce it also, you will say, ma'am, spin and spun also is the same thing, right? But spin and spun, when you pronounce this, okay, if someone is saying spin, someone is saying spun, okay, you can easily, your ears can believe, okay, this is spin, this is spun. It's not difficult. But when someone is saying shipping, sheeping, so they have to put some extra effort in, pronouncing that thing, right? So that is why this is minimal pair. That is approximate same with each other. When you say bank, thank, I don't have to say bank, thank. Okay, very easily. Map, mat. I don't have to stress myself. When I'm saying spin, spun, simple. Sheep, sheep. Okay, ship, sheep, ship, sheep. So that is why I have to stress on that particular word. So that is why this is the minimal pair. Okay, understood? Next is, you are given a made up language. Okay, some made up language. I love these kind of questions. Okay, you are given made up language, that is some Goka, Limmi, Limma Toba, Goka Toba. Okay, some in different kind of word you have got, right? Some aliens are talking in this kind of language, Goka, Limmi, Limma Tuba, Goka Tuba, something like that. Now they are saying, what is Limma likely to mean? How you will answer Limma? Limma, Limma, Limma. Right? Ma'am, it feels like some South African language or something. Limba, Timba, Tomba, Goka. Right? So you have to eliminate the words. You see forest, forest in both the cases. Here you have Toba, Toba. So that means Toba means forest. So can I say Toba means forest? Toba means forest. Okay. Now here I see Goka, here also I see Goka. Here I see blue and blue. Both are same. So Goka, Goka means blue. So Goka means blue. Goka means blue. Now lime simply means that we are talking about green here. So that means lime means green. So answer will be C is the correct answer. Okay. Right? Simple. Okay. Next is, which of the following is passive version of the committee rejected the proposal? See, what is passive voice, active voice? You have done in earlier classes. So I'll just give you a quick recap of that. So when I say which of the following is passive version, active means the committee rejected the proposal. If I'm saying, I am doing this, okay, I am teaching you linguistic also. I am teaching you English also, right? Students are studying. That is active. I am representing myself, right? Okay, you are representing yourself. You are saying, my mother, my father have gone to the shopping. That means they have gone to the shopping. It's active, right? Shopping is done by my parents, right? Shopping is done by my parents. That is, I am passively saying, I am talking about them, but I am not directly. So here in this case, the main person that is at the end who is doing the work, right? So here we are saying the committee rejected the proposal, that is active. Passive will be the proposal has rejected the committee. That's not even true statement, right? Okay. So the proposal has rejected the committee. Like, this is a sarcasm, right? The proposal was rejected by the committee was rejected by the proposal rejected the committee. No. So passive will be the proposal was rejected by the committee, right? I am eating food. The food is eaten by me, right? I am studying, right? let's say students are studying, right? Oh, no, iska to it will be difficult to make active. Chalo, let's not do that, right? He passed the test with flying colors. Now, what do you mean by that? It's like idioms, right? So what you see when he passed the exam by flying colors, it does not mean okay, you have passed the exam, and I am saying in outside the exam hall you have colorful hairs and everything. This means that they have passed. If I say someone is on cloud nine means they are very happy, right? So these are the some general phrases that you use, right? So flying color means he failed with grace, no. He barely passed, no. Passed with great success. He used colorful papers, no. Okay, so he passed with great success, right? Okay, so answer will be C is the correct answer. Which of the following these involves compounding, not affixation? Now, what is compounding? What is affixation? See, compounding means when you add two different words that have their own meaning, right? Let's split that. Unhappy. Happy has a meaning, un does not have a meaning, right? So affixation means when you add a suffix or you add a prefix, right? Here we have added prefix here. Unhappy, right? Unhappy. That is a prefix, right? So childhood, child, that child is very sweet. Hood. Hood is what? You will say, ma'am, hoodie. What is that? Childhood. Child is wearing a hoodie, it is childhood. No, right? That is not something that we are doing here. So hood does not have any meaning related to child, right? So here that means this is a suffix, that is affixation. Blackboard. So now this is a board. This is a black because this is black in color. Board because it is a board. Both has their meaning. That means this is compounding. So answer is C is compounding. Next is kindly. Here you have kind and ly. Ly has no meaning, right? It is just a suffix. So that is affixation. So answer will be C is the correct answer. Okay, right? Next is which pair has same number of syllables? Okay, now ma'am, anybody what is syllable? Right? Anybody what is syllables? Yes, students. I think maybe 5 minutes more. 5 minutes more. Okay. Which pair has the same number of syllables? Syllables now. See here, what is A, E, I? Vowels are A, E, I, U, U. Right? We know that these are the vowels. Now, which pair has same number of syllables? Syllables means same number of vowels, but when we are pronouncing it. Okay, very important. Sometimes we just cram syllable means same number of vowels. We are not saying in the written part it should have same number of syllables. Maybe in the written part also they have same number of syllables, but while pronouncing it should have same number of vowel sound. Okay, so we are talking about vowel sound. We are talking about vowel sound here. His story. He, e, e, a, e, I, o, u, e. Okay, he, o, right? That means here also e. Okay, so here also his story. That means 3 vowelic sounds I am having here. Right, that is how you have to do it in the exam, right? So me, e. Again, that means this is one vowelic sound. Mystery, me, sti. That means this is also e, right? Re, mystery. So that means 3 vowelic sound both are having. So answer is going to be A is the correct answer. Right? If you see that, ma'am, I will look only on the vowels. So this has 1, 2 vowels and this has E, only 1 vowel. Right? In that way, you can't answer. You have to see the sounds here. Right? So if you say physics, mathematics, right? So here it is physics, right? Only 1. Elephant, dangerous, okay? J-rus, R-E, only 1, rus, O, right? So, elephant, right? Intelligent. Intelligent. E. So it has 3, it has 2, so they are not matching. So answer will be A is the one which is matching the sounds. Okay. So next one is again the same kind of question, right? My favorite kind of question. Let us see how you can answer this. What is the meaning of Rakugasi? Some different language, some different universe. You're in Lomugasi. Lomugasi is white dog. Tami Lomu is white cat. Tami Raku is black cat. So what you have to do? Just see the common words here. So if you see Tami is here also, here also. Here you have white cat, black cat. That means Tami can be cat. That means Tami can be cat. Right? Okay, this is cancelled. Now Lomu is here also, Lomu is here also. Lomu, Lomu. Here you have common thing, that is white. So that means Lomu means white. Lomu means white. Lomu means white. Okay. Now Raku will mean black. Raku will mean black. Okay. And Gasi. Where is Gasi? Gasi will mean dog. Okay. So that means black dog is the correct answer. Okay. A is the correct answer. Okay. Yes. Very good. Next is, which of the following sentences is phonetically correct but semantically odd? Now, phonetically correct means if you see the by grammar they are correct, but in reality this cannot happen. Semantically means in reality, semantically means if you see in reality this cannot happen, right? So let us see that. The cats barked all night. Cats do not bark, dogs bark, right? So here this is semantically odd. This is not like how can cats bark? This is not how we learn English, right? Okay, so that means this is phonetically. If you see the grammar, the cats barked all night, the grammar is correct here. The night was dark and stormy. Yes, the night can be dark and stormy. Grammar is also correct. She opened the door slowly. She opened the door slowly. Grammar is also correct. That is also logical. The glass broke when it fell. Glass will broke when it will, you will fall this, right? So that means this is also grammatically correct also, semantically correct also. So answer is, this is semantically odd, right? Which of the following rearrangements form a grammatically correct sentence? Grammatically correct or incorrect? Correct sentence. Runs dog the fast dog runs, the fast dog runs, the fast dog. Answer will be the fast dog runs. Okay. If you see all of these sentences, correct answer will be the fast dog runs. This has no meaning. Runs dog, the fast. Firstly, what you will have? The fast dog. Then you will see what activity they are doing. Okay. First you will talk about the fast dog runs. Okay. What is the quality of the dog? First is the, right? After that, the quality of the dog, right? The happy dog, the fast dog, the sad dog. What is the quality, right? Of that subject that we are talking about. Then what this subject is doing? It is running. So that is the fast dog runs. Okay. So basically what I was trying, the subject, verb, object in English, the fast dog runs is correct. Okay. SVO. You can remember one thing in linguistic. SVO is what we do in English. Subject, verb, then we talk about the object, right? So statement is, wow, that was a great move. Said sarcastically after a mistake. For example, you did a mistake and someone is saying, for example, what you are like, okay, you accidentally you broke something in your house. You broke a glass of, you broke some glass. Okay, you broke something in the kitchen. Your mom, what she says, wow, what a work you have done, right? So what is that? What is the pragmatic function of this sentence? What is pragmatic function? Pragmatic function means when you are saying something, but you mean something else. Okay. So it may be, I am taunting someone. Wow, what an amazing marks you have done. Sometimes we say, na, you don't even like the session. We are so happy about it. It's not like we are happy about it. We are sad. We are just sarcastically saying that, right? So when you say something, you mean something, that is pragmatic function. Now they are asking you what is exactly the feelings of the person that is saying that. They're saying, wow, that was a great move, said sarcastically after a move. After a mistake, you will say compliment, not at all. Literal praise, no. Sarcasm after a mistake. Apology, not at all. So that was sarcasm, right? Okay. Which sentence has lexical ambiguity? Now, lexical ambiguity means that here, now, here what you will see, there will be one sentence. Ambiguity means which will have two meanings. Okay, one sentence in one word. Okay, so firstly, we saw one more thing about ambiguity here. One more question I told you about ambiguity, that is synatical ambiguity. Here, because of this visiting relatives, that was synatically because of the framing of the sentence that has two meanings. Because of the framing of the sentence, right? Now, what is lexical ambiguity? Let me just show you that. Lexical ambiguity is when it is not because of the framing of the subject, it is because of some word that has two meanings. So there is one word that has two meanings. What is that? There is one word that has two meanings. He watched the match. Match, so he will watch, right? Okay, he watched the match. Watch also has only one meaning. Match also has, you will say, ma'am, no, ma'am, watch has two meaning, ma'am. Watch is also this. But then it will be watch. The sentence should also look like that you're also talking about that watch, right? So you are not here. It is clear that you are talking about watching something, right? So that is not correct. The bat flew across the room. So there are two kind of bats that you have. Okay. One is the bat, the bird that you have, the bat, right? Second is bat is the cricket bat, right? So here you have the bat flew across the room. Both of them are correct according to the statement. So this is the lexical ambiguity when the word means two things. She opened the red door. Red also means one thing. Door also means one thing. Right? They ate dinner at 9 p.m. That is also one thing only. So answer will be B is the correct answer. Okay? Right? Okay? A language follows SOV word order. That means subject, object and verb. Okay, subject, then object, and then verb. How would she eat rice? That she eats rice. This is the correct thing. Okay, this is how we speak English, right? But they are saying if you have SOV kind of order, SOV kind of order, then what will be the answer, right? If you see this here, I also told you what was the order here. Our order of English is SVO. I'll just write it here. Our order of English is SVO. She eats rice. She eats rice. You want to write it in the order of SOVO. Acha, you want to write it in the order of SOV. Right? So subject, she, right? Then you will have, this will be interchanged. She eats rice. She rice eats. Okay, the correct will be she rice eats, right? So that will be the correct answer because what is the object? Object is rice. Okay, so she, subject is as it is, object will move and the verb will come in the end, right? So that is she rice eats. So that will be the correct answer according to SOV. Okay, according to SOV, B is the correct answer. Okay. Next is choose the sentence that must be false if the statement all cats are mammals is true. See, if I say all cats are mammals, all mammals are cats, that is also true, right? Must be false if this is true. They are asking you the false statement here. Okay. Some cats are not mammals. If I say this is the area of cats, we are saying all cats are mammals. Okay. Let's say this is cats. Okay. All cats are mammals. Okay. Let's say this is mammals. This is mammals. See, these kind of questions you will do by making that circle. Okay. You have to make the circle and only then you will do these kind of questions. All cats are mammals. None of this is mammals. Some of this is mammals. Which of the following is correct? So you will say mammals is this. All cats are mammals means this is the cat. This is the area of cat. Now we know that all cats are mammals, right? Okay, that means all mammals are cats. Wait a minute. All cats are mammals is true. All the cats. Now, this can or cannot be true. Can or cannot. Right? This we can't say it is exactly false. All mammals are cats. If I say all mammals are also cat, then it should be like this. This is mammals and this is cats. Okay? It should be overlapping with each other. Right? Okay? So it should be overlapping. Now you will say, ma'am, this is the incorrect statement, but listen to this very carefully. They are not saying, they are saying which is false only. So if this information is given to me, then this information can also be the correct. I am not sure whether this is correct. If they say this can or cannot be the correct answer, until now we are not sure about it. Because nobody has said that, okay, there is some part of mammals which is not cat. It is not written in the question that there is some part of mammals which is not cat. So I can't directly say that all mammals are cats. This is true or false. Okay, I have to see other options. Some cats are not mammals. That is absolutely not true. Right? We are saying some cats are not. If all cats are mammals, then some cats are not mammals. That is not true. That is in all the conditions this will not be true. Right? Every cat is a mammal. Definitely every cat will be a mammal. That is true. Mammals include cats. Mammals, they will include cats. That is also true. This statement, if they are saying this is also true, if I have to pick one statement here that is incorrect, that would be B. Okay. Then if I say this statement, all mammals are cat, this can be true because of this statement here. So answer will not be this. Rather, the graph will be something like this. Okay. So answer incorrect option is B. I think that's it. Yes, that's it what we have. Okay. Wait a minute. Let me see. Achha, some conceptual questions also I took for you. I know you have done these questions, so you can take it as a recap of what Shreyas sir and Namrata ma'am told you and taught you, right? You can take it as a recap. Let's see if you are able to do this or not, right? Two more questions we have. Number series, you have 2, 6, 12, 20, question mark 42, right? Now, when you see the number series, how you will answer this, okay? So this is 2, this is 6, this is 12, this is 20, this is dash, this is 42. So students, what you are going to do here, always whenever any number series is given to you, you will see the difference here, right? Difference here is 4, difference here is 6, difference here is 8. So what I can see, the difference is adding by 2, 2. Okay, we are adding 2, 2 here. 4 to 6 means in the difference you are adding 2, 2 here. That means here also in the difference, you will add 2 here. This is 8, so it will be 10. 10 will be the difference. That means 20 plus 10 is going to the next number, that is 30. So here this will be 30. After 30, you will add 12 here, right? Then only you will get 42. So you will also verify your answer with the last digit that is given to you in these kind of questions. Okay, so answer is going to be B is the correct answer. Okay, B is the correct answer. Let us see next question here. Next question here, right? This we have done. Choose, this is very simple. Now this is just for fun. I asked you this question just for fun, right? Tell me this. Choose the word that completes the pattern play, player, sing, singer, right? Simple. Okay, sing, singer. So answer will be B. This is just for fun. I asked you this question. Okay. Now last one is find the odd one out. I saw Shreyas sir was also doing the same kind of question, no? So that's why I expect you. It's a very simple thing. Find the odd one out. If you have knowledge, general knowledge, that what is the rose, what is the tulip, what is the lotus, what is the fern, right? So what is the odd one out, right? What is the odd one? Rose is a flower, tulip is a flower, lotus is a flower, fern is not a flower, so that is the odd one out here. So answer will be D is the correct answer here. Is that clear to everybody? Right? Okay, sure. Okay guys, then that's it for today, and all the students, all the very best for your exam. Now, on this, firstly let us see how many likes you have given to this session. right? Let us see that. 7, let's make it 1K likes by the evening, okay? Because I know so many of you will watch the recorded version also, right? And also students, these are the test series if you're preparing for any other exam as well. So these are the link of all the test series that you will have according to the exam that you are preparing for. And for all the students who are preparing for JEE Advanced, in the description you will have a link for rank accelerator book. You can see here, this is your rank accelerator book, right? That includes physics, chemistry and mathematics, right? All the sections. And this book has very interesting questions for your JEE Advanced. Now, if you're someone who wants someone to guide you, like we guided you here regarding the questions, then you can go for this Eklavya batch that is right now going on just for JEE Advanced students, right? Okay. So all the things are available to you here. It's totally your choice. What is your aim? According to that, you can choose. Now, let us know in the chat box, right? In the comment section also, I want all of you to comment down in the comment section. Hashtag UGEE REAP done. Okay, done. Okay, if you like the efforts that we are putting just for you, you know how much time these questions are not usually available, right? We all made these questions, right? We have picked these questions from multiple sources, right? And some of the graphical questions, CBT questions, right? By analyzing the previous year questions, right? It was a tough thing, right? So we are doing all the efforts just for you guys, so that the students who are confused regarding what will be asked in the exam, they can get an idea that what kind of exam they will get, right? And what are the things that they need to focus on, right? So students, one advice I will give you. Firstly, on the graphical and case-based questions from PCM, if you have done enough practice for your JEE Mains and different other exams as well, the syllabus is quite similar only. It's just that the way of asking the question they have changed, and that we have already taught you here, that what kind of questions they will ask you from physics, chemistry and mathematics. Rest is aptitude, reasoning, linguistic and general knowledge questions. Also, they can ask you puzzle-based question that is under reasoning only, right? All these questions, Namrata ma'am, Shreyas sir and we have taught you in different ways, right? So you can go through them. And you can also solve the previous year questions here based on the reasoning and quantitative aptitude, so that you can get an idea. Your brain can start working for those things. And there are very interesting things I have seen. Namrata ma'am and Shreyas sir, they were telling you regarding the tricks of reasoning and aptitude. So follow those tricks, right, for those particular questions. Okay, right? And that's it. I'll take your leave. Now, this is Diksha Kaushal signing off. I want to see all of you comment down UGEE REAP 2025 done in the comment section. Till then, bye-bye. This is Diksha Kaushal signing off. Bye-bye.